Disney's got itself a brand new CEO. Bye-bye, Bob Iger, again, until he comes back again in a couple of months. But for now, there's a new replacement. Good, bad, rumors, what people think already. How's that going to play out? We talked yesterday about how we have a YouTuber who is changing the game in the box office. How exactly? Did the business shift because of this particular weekend? Can things change dramatically for people who want to make their own stuff? We're going to get into a longer discussion about that. Quite a bunch of fun things to discuss. I think we have TV picks. I feel like we do. Yeah, we have TV picks today too. But we're waiting for Roxy. But myself, Mike Kalinowski, let's do it, guys. Kristian Harloff Show. And as always, the most important question of the day is always,
did you shit in there?
It's true. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the show. Kristian Harloff Show here today on this Tuesday. Roxy Strider will be here momentarily, but in the meantime, I bring in the reigning champion of the question game, Mike Kalinowski. Are you going to keep the secret weapon? I guess while Roxy's here, we keep the secret weapon for when she's not here, right?
I guess that's yeah,
you're gonna win. So we've got some news that I sent to you yesterday. You're very excited about. So as you guys do know, that Mike and I have been, I guess Mike had brought up what a adult entertainment connoisseur he really is, and he's brought up many names. As we've also found out that the audience has found out that they are also connoisseurs, and you guys are this maybe more so even the movies. The majority of you throwing out names that I've clearly never heard of, and names that have been thrown all over the place. Well, there was one particular name that was thrown out there. We told you last week to tag that particular person. That person responded but said, "Hey, talk to my PR people." They scheduled the interviews. We did that, and we are currently working on an interview with this person. So Mike and
that's right.
We have an interview, and it's
Give
going to be
people what they want.
I also want to make sure people know it's an interview that I'm very interested in, because I think that the adult entertainment industry in general has a lot of parallels to the regular entertainment business and how things have shifted. Social media. I have a lot of questions. It's not going to be like if you're here to get dirty when we're asking the questions, you're going to get the wrong interview. I want to ask the like on the business side of things.
I think what you're doing and that not format, but that way to go about it, I think that's fantastic, because probably I don't know if a lot of these performers get those interviews where they come in. I think it's always like, who's the biggest you've been with?
Right.
Do you like five guys at once? Like, I would rather.
Think what's unfair to these people is that they're not looked upon as human beings a lot of times. It's looked upon as objects, and I don't think that's I don't think that's fair. It's a business, and clearly, we're going to have that conversation when if we set this interview up.
I think honestly, the word would spread with her and her friends, and we get more and more.
Awesome. I don't know though. I'm more interested in one conversation more than
with the Penny Barber.
We don't know yet. We don't know who it's with.
I know.
We don't know who it's with. But we don't have Penny Barber today. We have Roxy Strider, and Roxy is here.
I don't know what that line from last week has been in my head all week. All week.
I don't even need a
haircut. I'm playing it anytime I feel like shit, or I'm like, I'm pissed off. I'm like, what? I don't even need a haircut.
I gotta get that clip. Maybe Luke can send it if we can find it from last week.
You have to.
Yeah. Hello, Roxy. How are you?
Fine. How are you guys?
Nice to see you, Roxy. Am I correct? There's two TV picks this week?
No, I didn't send in any TV picks this week.
You didn't? Why do I have two TV picks here?
I don't know, but I haven't been really watching any new TV.
Wow. That's very unlike you. 2 weeks in a row.
3 weeks in a row.
3 weeks in a row. But,
Oh,
but you did watch Knights of the Seven Kingdom.
I didn't watch this Sunday.
Oh, you didn't watch this? Oh, wow. Okay. I'm assuming you're going to be watching the Super Bowl.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
I've been binging 2 old shows that I keep watching. Tell Me Lies and Lioness.
Oh.
I'm up to date on Shrinking, and that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm an episode behind Knights of the Seven Kingdom.
Is that because of busy and personal relationship stuff?
I guess actually the answer is probably yes. Which I'm just like trying to figure out my whole schedule. I think I've told you guys this, but my significant other goes to sleep at 9:30 and wakes up at 4:30 every day. So now I'm like kind of doing that. But I'm in bed, I'm up, but I don't want to like watch something. And so when I watch with my headphones, and it's just not as, I don't know. I'm
locked in. Yeah.
Totally. But also then usually I watch during the day, but I am in the battle of a lifetime with the VA. So this is, it's just taking me, that's what I was doing this morning too. It's just taking up my whole, the VA is taking up my entire life right now.
Understood.
So
okay,
those have not, so I'm kind of just like watching what I've been watching and just maintaining. But yeah, I'll catch up on things.
I'm sure you will.
I'm still like 10 shows deep this year. And so I try to do like 10 shows a month.
That's pretty good. It's January. So, I mean, it's only February.
Yeah, it's just everything I've talked about on this show. Like, I still haven't watched the Landman finale, but I'm watching easy shows to watch, like Shark Tank. You know, like when I shower, like have Shark Tank on, things like that. Yeah, so I'm behind.
Okay, fair enough. Mike has been just tweeting everybody, so that's what he's been doing.
What's going on with Twitter?
Oh no, I just noticed every time I'm scrolling through Twitter, I just see Mike will pick like one person that he sees yelling at someone else, and he just throws a tomato right at their face. That's what he does every time, always. It's like
I'm never dull. Harloff.
You find somebody that you just are on the other side of the coin with, and you just go, does anyone ever respond to you?
Sometimes, yeah.
I rarely see anyone ever.
It doesn't go very long because then they'll block me.
Yeah,
today?
No one today. Oh no, Michael Rappaport.
You went after Rappaport?
Yeah.
I thought, okay, you guys.
He's like, Mandami, there's snow and shit on the sidewalk, and I go, so the person that's dog left that dog shit on the sidewalk. It's not their fault. It's the mayor's fault. Am I getting that right?
Did he respond? He didn't respond.
He's not responding.
No, he has enough people going after him. He's
some guy actually throws fucking snow. I used to like him, but he went a little off the rails.
He used to come into Collider.
I used to love when people throw snowballs at him. He's walking on the street and a fucking snowball pops him in the head.
That was a bit, dude.
That's a bit?
Yeah, I hate to
you fuckers and your bits.
It's a bit. Anyway.
Your bits.
We got
I won't lie though, the snow issue is a real issue. Like that's a real problem. Everybody being snowed in. The dog poop is not a problem of a mayor, but the snow problem. You seeing what they're doing, Kristian? This is by you with all the hot tubs.
No, what's that?
Hot tubs.
Hot tub time machine.
New York is like, so Boston, New York, the cities that were hit the hardest, people can't leave their homes because of the amount of snow and they're blocked in and people are out there. It's like the wild, wild west. I told you guys last week about in Southie, people are your lawn chairs, traffic cones, they're saving their spots with anything. But in New York, they're going around with these massive, essentially it's like a big bucket that's a hot tub and they're putting the snow in the hot tub to attempt to melt the snow because they have nowhere to put it. There's nowhere to put the snow. So they're trying to you put it in these boiling water vats. So it's wild to see. You guys haven't
I did the thing that I knew I wasn't supposed to do, but it actually worked out. I had just waited too long to move snow from my front. And it was, it was turned into like almost ice at this point. And so I went out the other day and I dumped vats of hot water on it and pushed it. Luckily enough, and people, it'll freeze like that. I know, trust me, but it didn't because I was out there pushing and shoveling and moving stuff, and I finally cleared a walkway. But man, I did get a chance to take my
not on your car,
not on my car. No.
That's where people really, people put the hot water in their windshield.
No, you can't do that. No, just gonna make sure that you don't create an ice packet that people are gonna start slipping and sliding on. So
yeah, that's why in New York they're taking the snow and putting it in these things.
It's nuts. It's nuts.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy, Kristian.
Yeah,
like
the family's trying to get used to it still because like they last year was fine winter wise, but this year this is insane. Look, my family, a lot of my family lives in Tampa, and my mom was like, it's like 36 degrees here. My brother's like, yeah, we have a chance that it might actually snow for the first time in the 70s or something. So it's nuts. It's nuts.
Yeah.
In general, it's the whole.
I have to tell you, it's been 80 and sunny all week here, but I heard back east it hasn't been above freezing in 10 days. Like that sucks. It sucks. I do not miss that.
I should be.
Love it.
I'm going to find out when my next trip to LA is. Hopefully on Friday. Because
I find out on Friday.
I should. I have a follow-up phone call for the project on Friday. I did. So over the weekend, I was curious about the Discord because the great peeps here, they created a Discord. They have over 100 members now. People. The link is in the description. Everybody should join. Let's try to get to 200 by today. Everybody can do it. If you're watching the show, you go into the description, find the Discord, and join. And so I thought I was doing something wrong, Roxy. So I'm looking. I'm like, I'm trying to join. I can't join. I'm like, I don't know what's happening. And then they just said everybody was off for the weekend, you idiot. So they can't approve you. So I saw that I got approved for it. And it's like nice people talking about nice things.
Real proud of you.
Yeah, I'm proud of you too. I need a haircut. Where's my barber? That's not the one I was looking for.
Did you guys see?
Who are you? You're not the girl I normally. You're not my normal barber.
I'll take it. Fire my last one. If I knew this is the kind of barber I was getting, I'd cut my hair every day. See it. Anyway,
look how good it looks.
Looks amazing. She's not in on the joke, so she just tunes out.
I'm not tuned out. I'm listening.
Yeah.
Oh God Almighty!
What were you saying, though, Rox?
I decided not to say it.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That's fair.
Okay, it's fair. Hey, Rox, let me ask you something.
No, I want. Can I yell at the both of you for a second?
Can I ask Roxy something first?
Oh, okay.
So your significant other, he goes to bed at 9:30. So it's a very similar situation to Shannon and I, because she's up at like 4, and she'll be in bed usually by 9:30. Why don't you sit in the other room and do what you want to do? Because I can't go to bed with her. I'm not like, my nights just begins when she goes to bed. So I'm like, all right, good night, kiss her good night, and I'll tuck in and come out here.
Yeah, and I do that sometimes.
Okay.
But neither of us have particularly large places. So I still.
That place is small. You've seen it.
Yeah, but you guys live together. It's like a shared space. Like
I see. I gotcha.
Go. And also, like last night, I was on the phone with the VA until 9:45. And so he had come over and was sitting at my place, just like waiting for me 7:30 while I was on the phone.
But he seems like the type of guy that just like, he's patient. And
he's so thank goodness, because I could not be with a not patient person.
Right.
He just sat there and did emails and whatever.
Can you imagine? Yeah, he's like, "What are you doing?" You'd be like,
"Come on, let's go. I need attention."
Yeah,
he need attention. Come on.
From what I gathered from this dude, that's not him.
So then he was going to bed, and if I did not go sit in bed, there would have been literally 0 moments that we were together that day. And I'm not seeing him today or tomorrow.
Yeah.
And he was gone this past weekend because his grandma's sick. So it's hard to like find time in general.
Rox, I get that very much so. Like where I'll get home from, because I made a decision. My wife and I both made a decision together that once we moved here, that I would really push. I work, for people who don't know, I work like almost like 12-hour days, and so I'll come back to the house, maybe get home around, I'll get into work around like 8, 9 o'clock, come home around 7:30, 8 o'clock. And we're putting the kids to sleep, and I don't get to see Sadie as much at night. We spend a couple of hours together, maybe, and then it's really weekend is where we try to get. That's why I try to do as little as I can on the weekend. So
I know, but the weekend's my Grammy time. That's when I take her for all her stuff. So I genuinely don't know how I'm going to do this. I'm like trying, and I feel like I'm falling short in every arena right now. I didn't have room to add anything to my life.
That's fair.
And then I'm now trying to.
Yeah.
So it's like
it's balanced. So you figure out how to balance it. But
the only thing I'm not willing to like cut back on is work. So it's like everything else kind of has to plug and play.
I don't think you're not built that way.
I'm just not built that way. And luckily he works like crazy hours too, but they're just different hours.
What do you mean you're not willing to give up on work?
Like what I'm not doing is cutting back on my work hours.
I love how Mike went into like psychiatrist mode there. He's just like, what do you mean you're not willing to cut down on work? Go.
Let me ask. Well, see, the only reason I do say this, and I usually don't throw my 2 cents in when it comes to people's personal lives, unless there's something I have to add to the conversation. And
you do add very important stuff.
Did you shit in there? God.
Did you tell him that Roka thought he was asking me that?
Yes.
I thought you shit in there, Roxy?
Yeah, remember I told you that. I told you that when you won last week. Yeah, Roka thought that.
God.
Yeah. All right, go ahead, finish, Freud.
No, I'm just saying, like, I am someone that works a ridiculous amount to the point that it affects personal and familial relations. You know, where I'm a workaholic and I have to always be working 2 full-time jobs, and anytime someone needs coverage, I'm picking it up. But I'm realizing as I get older that is not the way to live a life. So if that means anything, Rox, from the little guy that's a little older than you.
There you go.
Yeah,
a little older.
Unfortunately, I think I'm either going to have to learn that the hard way or not ever learn that, because I'm not doing it. Like I have a dream. I don't think anybody on planet Earth can say the sentence "I have a dream" anymore. It's been we're not allowed to say it without.
You're not allowed to say it in February.
Yes, certainly not. I have an aspiration.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, God. That's stuck in the chest.
Yeah, that's all right.
No, Roxy, it's not to say you can't follow your passion and your dream of what you want. I'm certainly not doing.
It's kind of like how many hours it takes, though. Like it takes what it takes, right? So, yeah.
But how many people, Rox, have you listened to and known, and maybe not known, that have gotten there and they're like, yeah, not happy, still got to keep going. I'm always want that next step.
It's that thing. Look, this is what my wife
Clooney, Clooney said it famously, like those guys, once they reach that certain level, they're still bitching because they're not getting the roles that so-and-so got.
Listen, look, my wife told me is one of the reasons why she said, that I was this pilot, that there's been, for people who I decided, and I've said this many times over, where I was doing stand-up and I was doing stand-up comedy at the Comedy Store. I was going up 2 times a night, 7 days a week. That was my life. That was my job. And I told myself, I think, and to Ellis's credit, he was trying to talk me out of this mentality, but I was saying, well, now that we're doing shows for Schmoes Know and all this stuff too, I'm performing in front of more people in Schmoes Know than I ever did, even when I was doing 1,000 seats in colleges and things like that. This is more. This solves that thing, and it's 2 different businesses. And in my head, there's always been that thing, and I think that's ultimately, Roxy, after you're reading like the script, like that's where that same thing you guys are talking about, like that it's still there, that I need to grab that business, that part of the business. That's why I can't let that go.
Yeah, I think
you're a performer, Roxy. That's never going to go away. That's always there. An entertainer, and a performer, and an actress, and a host. Doesn't change unless you want it to change, and then people career shift. But that's not,
100%.
It's never going to go away. Anyway, a little 2 cents.
We got a lot to
discuss.
We got way more to discuss. There's a lot of things.
Let's go. Oh no, you said you want to yell at her and I. Let's hear that.
Oh yeah, we'll do that quick. I'll yell at you guys real quick, and then because Roxy will probably have a good answer, especially after hearing that you have no answer.
I won't have an answer.
We'll bring it up. So Luke is a very good producer.
Yeah,
he's very good. So's PLD. They're both very good. Luke was getting emails from people and texts from people that they were tired of the same pictures in the thumbnails over and over and over.
Yeah, you want our fucking headshots.
No, wait, stop it. He's like, okay, that's fair. I've been using this. I only have so many different things, so I'll email everybody. And I said, good luck to you. I said, there's only going to be one person who sends you that out of everyone that you.
And you thought it'd be me?
No.
Oh,
didn't. I said, there's only one person who's gonna actually do it. No one else will respond.
Don't answer who.
I won't tell you yet.
I mean, you thought it was gonna be Chris Carr.
and it was Chris Carr.
Yeah.
Chris Carr sent it immediately. I knew that she would.
And now hold on.
No, you can have your retort afterwards. So, and I said, because it's the same thing when it comes to like invites for things too. This is the difference. When I sent out that invite when I was meeting people, I told Ellis came and sat down. He goes, "Who's coming?" I don't know. And hear responses from anybody. I knew that the both of you guys would go. I knew you were going to go.
Respond.
I know you texted. You're not.
And I did show up.
You did. You're not, Roxy. You're really not included on that. But for the most part, people don't respond, and people don't, and especially all of you guys. You guys, it's pretty bad when it comes to that kind of stuff. So I told Luke, I said, you're gonna have to keep if they bitch about it, you got to say, look, I emailed you. That's it. And he responded. No one responded except Chris Carr. She's the only one who sent headshots. And everybody else complains about it. So you're not allowed to complain about it anymore if you don't send the headshots. Is that fair?
Complain about the photos?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never have.
Fair.
I never complain.
And you're not included in this.
Yeah.
I don't.
I intend on doing it when I can.
Fair.
I can't do it by myself.
That's okay.
Now, yeah. So that was I saw it. I talked to Steph and I said, next time we see each other, let's snap pictures of each other. She said, yeah. Great. I haven't seen her.
Great.
So
my question was, and I figured I would have seen you and asked you in person.
I want to hear your answer.
I am curious what his question was.
Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
When you said that, do you just want my professional headshot?
Like, no, you idiot. Like
no, it's like facial expressions. Remember how he used to have us do that?
So don't say fucking headshots, asshole. I'm an actor. So when someone says a headshot.
Was he yelling at Luke or you that time?
I don't know.
Luke? Why would I? So you want. Jerk off.
Okay. So, yeah, when it comes to the pictures itself, you got to do,
that
you can do that 87 times in a row. It'll be great. 87 times in a row.
All right.
That's it. And everybody wants to see
That's all I wanted to know. Did you want a headshot?
You nailed it.
What you asked for, or did you want a stupid face?
You were so good. You were so good. You got your point across and you crushed it.
Shut your mouth.
We used to do that thing where at the end you would have us make a face or whatever. Was that not working well?
Well, we just have 1,000. Oh, you mean on the here? You know what? The quality isn't great. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. Look, we're gonna let Mike sit in it for a second. So what we will do is I'm gonna let you guys know that we do have stuff to actually talk about on the show that's I guess normal show related. So please stick around. Please. And listen to our great people over at both Raycon and Trade Coffee. This message is sponsored to you by Raycon. Now, with the Super Bowl and the Winter Olympics this month, there's no better time to get inspired, push harder, and upgrade your workout routine. So if you're training consistently, the right gear does make all the difference. I use Raycon Essentials open earbuds, and they really change how I work out. I'm so locked in, and the beauty is they don't really block out everything around you, so you do stay aware, whether you're lifting, if you're running, if you're walking outside, without sacrificing clear, motivating sound. Your music or your podcast, it stays crisp, and you stay focused and safe. And right now is the perfect time to grab them because they're 15% off. Regular earbuds, they block out like everything. You can't hear if someone's calling your name. You can't hear if a car is honking. You can't hear anything. The Raycon ones, they sit outside of your ear canal, so you really get a clear sound. Like, it's super clear, but you can actually hear what's happening around you. That awareness is perfect for tackling your fitness resolution safety. Now, Raycon has over 3 million customers, and the sound quality is just as good as the way more expensive brands. They're half the price because they're not paying for celebrity endorsements and all that retail markup stuff. And if you don't like them, they have a 30-day guarantee. I swear by them. I got one that's it's a Yankee designed one, and they're just I don't go anywhere without them. I love them. They're lightweight, ultralight, flexible ear hook that adapts to any ear for all day comfort and awareness. 36 hours of battery life, 8 hours of playtime, 36 of battery with charging case. I charge them maybe, I don't know, once a week. I use them every day since I got them. The gym, walking the dog, just if I'm working at home. They're the ones I actually reach for over my other earbuds because I can still hear what's going on around me without sacrificing sound quality. It really has just become part of my daily routine. They're so accessible. I tuck them into my jacket. I love it. The Essential Open Earbuds are here to help you go for gold. Go to buyraycon.com/Christian Open. Get 15% off. And thank you to Raycon for sponsoring the show.
Hey, Willie!
If you want to upgrade your morning routine, the way you do it, you got to start with your coffee. Trade. You know how much I love Trade. I can't talk enough about Trade. Love them. Trade turns your daily cup into a moment of discovery, pairing you with the fresh roast from the country's best local roasters. It's tailored to exactly what you love. It's a tiny monthly surprise that you look forward to every month. Fact, every single time I get my Trade coffee, I feel like it's Christmas. It's the best. Trade, it's the #1 coffee destination in the U.S. Their team of expert baristas, tasters, and Q-graders use real coffee knowledge to match you with coffees that you will love. They curate over 500 coffees so you can try something new with every delivery. Each bag is roasted to order and delivered fresh to your door at prices comparable to grocery brands, but with that cafe-level quality in every cup. It's very simple to do. You just take Trade's quick quiz. They find your perfect match. And if you don't think the first bag is quite to your liking, they're going to replace it for free as part of their first bag guarantee policy. I think I selfishly get the coffee because I like the way it makes my kitchen smell in the mornings. I just love their coffees in general. But then the taste of it, I just feel so exquisite with the Trade coffees. It's the best. They have variety. You get to try something new all the time. You can discover roasters that you never would have otherwise, and you can just figure out, I like this, I don't like this, moving on to the next. You have that personalization of the subscription itself. It bases it just on your taste alone. And the good news is that you support local roasters. Right now, Trade is offering 50% off a 1-month trial at drinktrade.com/Christian. That's drinktrade.com/Christian. You get 50% off for 1 month. drinktrade.com/Christian.
Gotta milk that teat. Gotta milk that teat.
It's fair. Welcome back to the show. Thank you to Trade Coffee. Thank you to our good friends over at Raycon. I've given you deals. Continue to give you deals, so make sure you check the description. Check it out. Okay. So the other thing I was going to say, right now, so you guys know, last week Mike won the week at like 227 or something.
Insane.
Yeah, it was insane. Roxy,
so then he sent a text that was confused. So you guys did like reenactments of.
No, it was just
a team effort. We just had, some guests join the stream. So
yeah, it's like the old SEN stuff, Roxy. Like when people started asking for impressions. Somehow Michael Caine was presenting at the AVN Awards with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and that was it.
Mike, can you do a lot of impressions?
He does quite a few.
Really?
Good ones too. Yeah. I like to not give him credit, but I got to give him credit on some of his impressions. Are great. Like he did. What did you do? Like, oh my God, the Julia Child thing killed me.
Julia Child
killed me. Have you heard his Julia Child thing?
I don't think so.
Kills me. Go. Wait. You know what? Well, yeah. Just go ahead. Do something. It's the best.
What do you want to talk about? You talk about make a creme brulee in the morning. Let's get that light fluffy with the creme brulee.
Okay.
It's just
dead ringer. Spot on.
Killed me. I like
Roxy, I could teach you some Jewish cuisines. I know the Jews aren't famous for the cuisine, but I know a gefilte fish recipe that is light and flaky, and you'll love it.
Someone said not bad. All right, listen.
Is Julia Child Jewish?
No, she's not.
She knows cuisine. She knows a couple of good dishes.
If she knew, then she would know gefilte fish is never light and flaky.
But I can make it light and fluffy. That's the thing.
No, 100%. I love these shows, by the way.
I'd be like saying you can make light and fluffy anchovies.
Yeah, that'd be good too.
Don't you dismiss me?
It's almost like a Bill Cosby underneath.
Have you guys ever had gefilte fish?
No,
I've heard of it though.
Oh, you have or haven't heard of it?
I've heard of it.
I've seen it.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Bad.
Okay, let's try to do some stories.
It's bad.
Why not?
So you're looking at 91 right now for Roca.
Doable, easily doable.
Currently at 16.
Okay.
So
he hit 91.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Listen, I said this, and I think I said this to Mike the other day. I said it to you. Roca usually sets the week, and then the audience decides who they're going to replace Roca with.
I think I feel bad for him.
Roka could get 333, and then someone in the Roxy the next day, you guys would get 334.
Yeah. I do find Roka to be a champion of this channel.
Oh, 1,000%.
He fills in whenever he needs to. He's such a pinch hitter.
1,000%.
He sets the week and gets annihilated every week.
Right, and he knows it, and he takes it. But he takes it, and we look, and you know what it is that our discussions are. We've just known each other so long. Mike and I have the kind of discussions with old friends where we can crack jokes and we're just making each other laugh like idiots for 2 hours. Or Roka and I can do that, but we're really diving deep into the topics on Monday. So I like the different vibe.
He's super knowledgeable. Yeah. Like I really think that Roka deserves a lot of respect.
100 on this channel for sure. And people even said it too. They know that. And for people, I've gotten people who have said, "Yeah, Kristian needs to get rid of Roka. He's so polarizing on it." I'm like, he brings so much conversation to it, and the fact that we can have conversations on Monday, like even yesterday, I was talking. He said a while back that after the Star Wars prequel, Star Wars was dead. I couldn't disagree with that more, and I brought up that conversation with him yesterday. We talked about it. Neither one of us changed our opinions on what we thought beforehand, but we had an intelligent conversation about it. That's what I think is important to have, and that's what I like doing variations of on this channel. I like that this show can be a variation of that, right? Like we could go into hysterics and nonsense, or just talk about things that are going. Like I thoroughly enjoyed talking about your life for like 10 minutes just beforehand about what's going on with you and those things. I like that on Tuesdays. I like that when Mike and I are on. We probably never get to the topics really, and the next thing you know, you got Penny Barber coming on the show. So that's the type of things that we do on the show. Wednesday,
what's the Winston Chris Carr dynamic?
So they deserve a lot of credit too right now, because they've been picking up the slack on Fridays. Okay. Because Sam has been coming in, and we got Game of Thrones that we've been recording. We just finished episodes 1 and 2 of season 4 yesterday.
Okay, you're locked in.
We are firing through these right now. I messed up. I thought that I had requested the edit for today. I didn't. So tomorrow we should have the season 2 finale, and then we're going to start moving things. But like Fridays, Sam is now locked into 3 days a week coming in here to shoot.
Okay.
She can come in sometimes at like 9. She stays until like 2. I'm like, if I can get those done, then I'm confident enough that I know that Chris Carr and Winston can take over on a Friday, and then they do. If I'm able to make it, I do. The dynamic is great.
Have they ever met each other
in person? I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like she came into the studio once or twice to do something for sure. Yeah.
I've never ever seen, like, me, Mike, and Roka are definitely the most polarizing people on the channel. In the chat,
I think Roka's got the title.
I think he's got the title too.
Yeah.
Oh, I think he takes the title over.
Yeah, I think so too. Easily. But just in the chat, you'll see people say, "I hate Mike. I hate Roxy.
Oh, sure.
I love it. Whatever."
Sure.
People hate me.
Yeah.
People hate me on the show.
I'm sorry. I'll stop writing that. Go ahead, Roxy.
Fuck, man.
Yeah.
I've never ever seen somebody say that about Winston on any show I've ever been a part of for the 10 years that I've been hosted with him.
It's pretty hard to hate Winston.
I'll say this. I'll say
and
this.
Chris Carr.
I don't remember who ever said this about.
I just haven't been on as many things as her.
And Steph doesn't get too much hate.
Steph doesn't get too much hate either. Never has.
Yeah.
No. She's just so fucking lovely. Like,
I think if everyone loves you, you're doing something wrong.
Oh.
I don't necessarily agree with that.
I don't think so.
Depends on what you're it depends on what you're trying to achieve.
Mike,
I think sometimes you're right.
Not capable. We are not capable of being loved by everybody. It's not it's not something I could do if I wanted to. Not capable.
What do you mean? Really, like, what do you mean?
Like, if somebody said, like, just try to be liked by everyone for one.
Well,
show,
Rox, I'll say this.
I'll
say this, Rox, and we can then get off the topic. You, Roka, and I
we can.
Online. And I brought this up the other day to Shannon. We were talking about, just what we do in life. You, me, Roka, of the people in our group.
He's called him Woka. Don't do that.
Woka.
You called him Woka.
We cannot sometimes keep our mouths shut about certain things online.
No, can't do it. Can't do it.
Cannot do it.
That's what I mean.
And I won't do it.
Do you know what I will not
do it?
Do you know what I will say about Mike, though? Mike has replaced Brett as the top comedy guy on the channel.
Wow, that's crazy.
I'll take that crown.
Yeah. And Brett's just not on the show as much anymore. But Mike has taken the. I mean, how many more sound bites do we have of Mike coming up?
Yeah, that's true.
So how do you not love me?
Think of where you fall in that, Kristian. Like, obviously, it's a little different because it's literally your
my
name.
Channel. If I went on to other channels, you'll see me. You'll see a lot of hate.
Right, but so I'm trying to think of like when we were on Collider Live together, or even Schmoes, which didn't have your name in the title, but still was your channel. Ellis is definitely in the Winston camp.
Yes and no. You'd be surprised. Like mostly yes. But I was so surprised. That's when the first time I really started to see the internet show its real face was during Man of Steel. Because at that time, Star Wars was a glorious land that I was so naive. There was like, oh, everybody loves Star Wars. No, there's no toxic fans in Star Wars. And the same was to be said of Marvel. When Ellis and I went to see Man of Steel, and I really liked it, he didn't. And I saw that wave of comments come in that I'm very familiar with now, that it was foreign to me, of like this hatred that just went after him.
They hated him for hating him.
Oh my God, they hated him. And they went after him in such a way I couldn't believe it. Because I was like, Ellis? Like, who the hell goes after Ellis? And then, he'll get some stuff on when he's opinionated on Twitter. He doesn't go on Twitter as much anymore. I think in his old age he's gotten smarter. So I tell you, I had a great dinner with him and Riley.
Jen? Oh.
No, and Riley.
Oh, yeah?
That's why you post with him and Jen.
Yeah, but that was at the thing that I was
love Riley.
with you. You were there too. You just weren't in that picture. Yeah.
Why?
I had another picture with you. I had a picture. Yeah. But I had a great dinner with Riley and Ellis. We went to this restaurant, Pache. You like Pache.
So good.
Yeah. And so we
went. You
get
their salmon?
No, I didn't. I normally
such good salmon.
Yeah, no, it's good. I got I normally don't get the kind of ravioli there, but I got this ravioli and I got a salad, and it was really good.
As long as you didn't get pizza. If you come from New York and you come here and you get pizza,
I don't usually get pizzas at Italian restaurants, but we had a bottle of wine together. It was really nice.
I haven't seen Riley in a minute. How's he doing? How's dad life?
He's my age with the 1-year-old. He's exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that's
Riley.
Yeah, he's the best, and and the same thing. He's a great dad. And he's got and his wife's a great mom, and they're in babyland right now. It's just, and we rescued him from babyland for a night because you need that from time to time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So anyway,
what are you looking at, Mike?
What? I'm just pulling up stories when they pop up here.
Prepping for the show.
Makes sense.
No, listen, I like to scroll through. Like, I have a couple sites that I go to.
Okay.
Because every now and then we'll be there and they're like, oh shit, did you see this drop? So I just like to keep a couple tabs open in my window here.
That's what I was going to ask you guys about earlier. This is such a fucked up story. I don't even know if it's an entertainment story, but do you guys see about Savannah Guthrie's mom?
What? I saw something is happening with her mom.
Who's
what is
Savannah
Guthrie? She's missing? The mom's missing? Is that what happened?
She was abducted from her home.
Oh shit. No.
Who's Savannah Guthrie?
A very famous host. You know her if you looked her up.
Probably I've seen her. Yeah,
blonde. But
her mom got abducted.
Yeah. The story is crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah, no, I don't know enough about it. I tell you, this is why
I saw it this morning on Barstool Sports, and I was like, "What is going on?"
I try to stay off the Twitter because I was going through stories and all this shit with the files and stuff going on right now, and I did I did the stupidest thing of looking at some of it, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm like it. My wife this morning, she's like, why are you doing that? Like, why are you going? I said, I just want to be aware of what's going on. She said, why? So what can you do about it? And I was like, and I'm like, I want to be aware in this, the news cycle of what if there's things happen. I'm like, it's what human beings are capable of is horrifying.
I know. I saw that too, Kristian, because I saw that and I was like, okay, so an 84-year-old woman was taken from her home.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here now sadder than I was a minute ago.
Right.
With zero recourse.
Right.
And obviously that's not the only story, but I was like,
not ignoring the files. That's not what I'm saying. Someone's like, it's not ignoring. It's diving deep into. You got to pay attention to what's. Sorry, Roxy, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I hear you. Someone said we shouldn't be ignoring a file. No, you can't ignore the files. I agree with you. What I'm saying is diving deep into them. I don't want to go down that dark path of everything that was in that shit because I can't.
You also have 2 young daughters.
Right.
It's very, very like alarming.
Right.
Yeah, obviously. Some of the quotes and things that have come out, and
it's insane.
About people on both sides of the aisle.
Right.
Yeah, it's just horrifying. But every day I walk into Grammy's house and she's still watching the news, and she'll give me a full rundown of that day's news. And I started saying to her, I need you to stop doing this because I have to go to work now.
Right.
Like,
right. That's really that's what I mean. And I'm not telling people though that are diving that they shouldn't. It just mentally I don't want to be in that spot. I want updates. I want to know if people are getting justice. I want to know if the victims are going to be taken care of. I want to know that stuff, but I don't know if mentally I should dive down that path anymore.
Let me ask you both this real quick. Where do you guys, and this is just general, where do you guys get your news from?
My wife.
There it is.
Who's calling me right now.
What was the song?
That's from Commando. But
Commando?
I'm going to pick up for a second.
Is that the beach attack in Commando?
No, it's not the beach attack. It's the main theme. Oh, she hung up on me.
You got Commando as your wife's fucking ringtone?
It's everybody's
theme. Like
it's
very
everybody's theme. It's very loud.
Yeah. Where do I get my news from? All over the place. I subscribe to this thing called the Skim, which sends me like the highlights of stuff in the morning, like a TLDR basically of what's going on. And then I try to watch as many different types of things as I can if I'm trying to follow one story. And obviously it's very different than where I get my entertainment news from. Although sometimes there's a crossover, like with the Files, there's a lot of entertainers in it. So a lot of entertainment news is talking about it. Grammy sits and watches MSNBC all day. And that kind of stuff drives me mad because sometimes they're saying things that I'm just like, oh,
I just don't like any of those. I don't like
News Nation. I love. I know Christian does too.
For certain things. Certain things. But for the most part, the only thing that I'll watch for news when it comes to the real traditional media news is, and I used to love Lester Holt. That's how. But you know, the nightly news, they put the freaking what's his name on there, Tom Yamas. You know, but I don't.
Tom Yamas.
The reason why, because he says this stupid thing at the end of the show that I can't. I hate it, like because. But Lester Holt used to say, and take care of your loved ones and whatever. And it was very nice.
But what's the answer? What
I'm about to tell you. So Tom Yamas says at the end of the show, he says, "Remember, we're here for you." No, you're not. I don't know you. Don't lie to me. I can't call you if I have my kids.
So you're pissed off about the guy's send off?
My kid's failing science. I'm going to call Tom Yamas.
What are you watching?
I'm still watching Tom Yamas because they don't give me opinions. Because that's why I don't want your opinion. I want you to tell me the news. I don't care if you like it. I don't care if you don't like it. I just want the news. Like the Gotti Schwartz is another one. I like him. I don't mind him. So I wish he would wear a suit. But other than that, but they just tell me the news. That's what you're supposed to do, is just tell me the news. I saw this other anchor on this network, and right away with the over the top performing of really. Well, here's what we think about it. I don't need your fucking opinion. I don't need it. I don't need your opinion on it. I don't need you to tell me what your views are. You're the news person. Tell me the news. And that's why I watch that stuff.
Okay. There we go. Answer my question.
I feel like it's so hard to do what you're saying. It's so hard.
It works. That's why I watched it. That's why I watched that news. I watched Gotti Schwartz and Tom Yamas. I watched the two of them. And because they just tell me the news. I want to know the top news of the story without your opinion. Give me that's what really in the middle is.
You might like the daily skim thing too then. So every morning it looks like this, and I have no stake in this, but I get this email and it's like it breaks down all these news stories and it will say, okay, like the good morning, the temperature, whatever, and then it will give the story. Measles isn't a history lesson anymore. And then it will say what's going on, what it means. Give you related articles if you want to read more. Like all these just headlines.
Yeah, that's all I need, because I'm telling you, like the opinion based stuff drives me insane. Like there was some show, this woman that I don't want to call her out, continues to have this show. She's on a very big network, and she clearly is on one side of the aisle. But what she pretends is that it's a balanced show, and she always has both sides of the aisle on. except when her side starts talking, they talk with no interruptions. When the other side starts talking, she interrupts on everything. Well, no, but wait. Oh, no, but wait. You can't do that. You have to let it, in order for it to be real, you got to have them both being able to talk. Then you can combat what they just said, but let them have the conversation. And that's what I hate about these stupid opinion-based news shows. I hate them.
I get you.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get to the big news of the day. I think we have the big
Where
news
are you going to get these stories from?
This is from Comic Book Movie. Let's do it.
Tried and true, trusted source.
There's a trusted source indeed. All right, so here it is. We got a big shakeup here today. And that shakeup is me trying to find my glasses. Shit. All right, got it. Perfect. Okay, Disney has named Disney Park executive Josh D'Amaro as its new CEO, placing Bob Iger. All right, so here is the news. Disney has found its next CEO, with Bob Iger set to pass the reins to Disney Parks executive Josh D'Amaro, who has been part of the company since '98. Josh Wilding writes, Disney has officially named its next CEO, Josh D'Amaro, the current head of Disney Parks and Cruises, Consumer Products, and Walt Disney Imagineering. He takes over from Bob Iger, who returned to Disney in 2022 after previously stepping down for Bob Chapek. Chapek's stint as CEO is widely considered a disaster. That's saying it nice. Whether it was his unsustainable spending on streaming or the damage done to brands like Pixar and Marvel, ironically, he held the same position as D'Amaro before his 2020 promotion. Iger served as Disney CEO for nearly 2 decades between both stints, and he committed to finding naming a successor by 2026. Back in 2024, Dana Walden, who came to Disney when he accompanied acquired 21st Century Fox, was also on the short list and has now been named co-chair of Disney Entertainment. She previously helmed Disney's TV and streaming operations to great success. As for D'Amaro, 55 years old. He's been with Disney since '98. He served in a range of roles, including in marketing and operations. He's also been CFO of Disney Consumer Products, Global Licensing, the president of Disneyland Resort, and the president of Walt Disney World Resort. In recent years, D'Amaro has spearheaded a $60 billion investment in Disney park expansions that included a futuristic new theme park in Abu Dhabi. He's not considered a creative, but is thought to have a good relationship with them. I'm immensely grateful to the board for entrusting me with leading a company that means so much to me and millions around the world. Disney's strength has always come from our people and the creative excellence that defines our stories and experiences. No limit to what Disney can achieve, and I'm excited to work with our teams across the company and brilliant creative partners to honor Disney's remarkable legacy while continuing to innovate, grow, and deliver exceptional value for our consumers and shareholders. I also want to express my gratitude to Bob Iger for his generous mentorship, his friendship, and the profound impact of his leadership. Iger has released a statement as well. Josh D'Amaro is an exceptional leader and the right person to become our next CEO. He has an instinctive appreciation of the Disney brand, deep understanding of what resonates with our audiences, paired with the rigor and attention to detail required to deliver some of our most ambitious projects. His ability to combine creativity with operational excellence is exemplary, and I'm thrilled for Josh and the company. It's going to be a while before we see what the D'Amaro era of Disney looks like. They have already been some sweeping changes in the company in recent weeks, with the Disney-owned Lucasfilm losing president Kathleen Kennedy. She's since been replaced by Dave Filoni. Starting with that, I saw some report that came out that said that the strategy is apparently going to be that Dave Filoni will approve all the stories first and then bring the creatives in. Like basically, these are the stories we're going to tell, and then we're going to bring in the directors to do it. And at first, give me some credit here. I said to myself, I go, yep, there you go. Begun the Filoni-verse has Filoni stories. And then I said to myself, hey, idiot, that's what you've been calling for. You've been calling for them to come up with a creative, say, these are the stories we want to tell. And now we're going to bring in the talent to tell those stories in the way that Marvel said, hey, we want to do a Black Panther story. Who's the best person to do that? Hey, Ryan Coogler, what's your take? Great. So it's just a matter of what stories they want to tell and what direction. But I think that's a positive. Mike, do you think it's a positive?
Yes, to what you said, though. But then if he has an underlying idea of what he wants and those creatives come in with great ideas, but it's not what lines up with his vision of Star Wars is, then that's no.
It'd be a problem, right? Yeah, it's true.
It could be. I mean, and again, I don't say this negatively. It could be a Feige situation where a lot of directors come in, like you hear the stuff with Nia DaCosta right now talking. It's like, well, The Marvels wasn't the movie I wanted to make, and I could tell that during filmmaking, but it made me a better filmmaker because I learned to be, what I can take and what I will fight for and what I won't fight for, and understanding the whole big picture. So, we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, the only way we will see if this works is to see a couple films and not just the first film. The first film. But I will say this about the direction of Star Wars. I was at a packed... Dude, have you guys seen Get Help?
No, I heard it's really good.
Incredible.
Yeah, it's I heard it's good.
I don't know what that is.
That's the new Sam Raimi movie with Rachel McAdams and Dylan.
Oh, yeah.
Shannon and I wanted to see it. She loves Rachel McAdams. Yeah. Friday night, sold out everywhere. Yeah, and Saturday night, we could only get like back row, like
you saw it
the
twice?
last minute. No, we wanted to see it Friday. We couldn't.
You said Friday, but it was sold out.
So we saw it, Burbank, massive. I mean, ABC 16 Burbank. That's the biggest theater in the best selling theater in the country, I think. That Mandalorian and Grogu trailer played, and again, it's been out for a very long time, but it was nothing.
Wet fart.
It was surreal.
Yeah.
Like even trailers we saw but it got quiet and people were watching. But that trailer, it was just like it was my first time seeing it on the big screen. I'd watched it at home.
Yeah, they
but
got the new one coming out for Super Bowl, but I think
it feels like a commercial for the TV show.
I know.
That's exactly what it felt like.
I know. I appreciate the hopefuls that think that this is going to change the game.
I don't think so. I think this is going to be. I think the people that they'll have the core audience seeing it opening weekend. I'll see it opening weekend. But the families, they're going to go. I pay $120, $90 a year for Disney Plus. We're waiting until it comes on TV.
The movie's called Send Help, by the way.
What did I say? Get Help?
Yeah, Get Help. You got to get out and.
But it was awesome.
Yeah,
it was awesome. You guys you should see it. You should see it. It's great.
All right, Roxy, going on. We went a little bit off the road there. Let's talk about the replacement for Bob Iger. I don't know anything about this gentleman. From what I've heard, there's the report that's saying this is bad. This is bad news. I don't know anything about him. I don't know anything about him. So I know he's 55 years old. That's that's really young to get.
And you know that he's worked for the company for 22 years.
Right. So
they're doing an internal hire, which I always think is better. I don't want to say always. I want to say 95% of the time.
I know the way the structure works.
Hire from within, especially for a company like this. And I will say I reached out to a couple friends of mine who work for Disney and have worked for the parks, and internally they're stoked. They love him. And what he's done for the parks. I'm curious if Mikey has any insider information on that too, as I know cast members. But people seem that have worked for him seem to really like him and believe in him, which that's always a good sign as well. I think this is one of the most coveted seats in the world, and it is an extremely I would be so nervous to take this job, especially after what we saw happen with Chapek and Iger, then having to step back in and the entire thing. But having the support of the people who have worked for you, having 22 years of experience at the company, having run a successful branch of the company, maybe the most successful branch of the company, in parks and cruises, and now being young enough that you probably still have your finger on the pulse of what is working, and also having new blood, because Iger's just kind of been a little bit like seemingly I don't want to use the word tired negatively, but like I don't know that Iger is like trying to do what he once was, which is look forward 20 years. I think he's just been trying to like mend a little bit.
Sure.
So I think that this is actually a really good thing, and I don't personally know this man, but seems like a good pick.
Yeah, look, here's the thing is I don't have enough to say except if the business side works and if he's really good at business, that's what you need first.
Right.
Now, what they said, he's not known as a creative, but he works well with them. I don't need you to be an amazing creative. It helps. It'd be great to have that kind of. Bob Iger was creative, but like if you have someone who says it understands it. The problem with a lot of these guys sometimes is they're not creatives, but then they think because they're in that position that they have to be and that they are all of a sudden. If you're not and you acknowledge it and you say, look, this is not my strength. My strength is being saying, okay, they know what they're going to do. We're going to take a shot. You guys think that that's going to particularly work? Well, let us help with the business side of it of doing that. Let's take a shot with your creative, and you work with them. Go for it. I mean, that's why you're in the position that you're in, and you're not the head creative person. So I think you got to wait and see before you sit back and do the arms folded thing. You got to see if they think he's the choice. I think you should. Clearly, Chapek, they thought the same thing, and that was a fart in an elevator, so that didn't work very well at all. He was one of the worst executives maybe of all time.
Yeah, totally. This might not work out,
right?
Or maybe he's an excellent delegator.
Right.
He knows the right people to bring on board for the right things. He doesn't have an ego in it because he's not trying to be the creator.
Right.
And maybe he's awesome. I think it's just the things that are really good signs is that he's worked for the company for this long, so he understands the properties. He's successfully been able to run his branch, and the people who work for him love him. So
that's
all
right.
Really
and that was
things.
Not Chapek.
No,
that was not the Chapek. And the thing is, like I said, I think Chapek falls into that category that I said. Chapek started acting like he knew creatively what worked. Hey, Marvel, if it's really working, do 1,000 of these shows and then do 1,000 more movies if it's really working, and do this instead, have this. And it's like, no, dude, you stink. So I think that we have and he's, like you said, Roxy, he's younger, so maybe he's got his finger on the pulse, or maybe he's gonna poop the bed like Mike's dog.
How are you gonna not play the clip after that?
Because I'm too busy looking for something else.
Oh.
And I can't. I don't know why this isn't cutting and pasting.
Mike, do you have castmate friends who know him, or do you remember him from any?
I don't remember him. No. It's tough when you hear about people like this, and I don't know where he seems he comes from the cruise line side. I can say more so with Universal as a company. Did you shit in there? How it feels. You definitely, and again, theme parks are just a small portion of a company, like when he becomes what he's in charge of, but you can always tell when a creative is in charge and when someone that's not a creative is in charge. You're like, oh, this guy is incredible with business, but he's not a creative guy. I don't know. He seems like Chapek was a numbers guy. He was a business. I'm sure he probably does incredibly well in a merchandise management position or marketing or finance, but he's not a creative. So this guy at least saying he's not a creative, but at least understands it. But we'll see. I don't know. I mean,
well, what do you guys think? You think this is a good choice? A bad choice? Who knows choice? Put your thoughts in there. Let us know. All right. Now we do have questions to get
what
to.
Have you been giggling about for 5 minutes?
I ran that clip. No, because I ran that clip.
And he just kept it pushing?
Yeah, well, two things. One, the timing of the clip was purposely atrocious. You said, how come you didn't run it now? So then after I finished and I was able to cut and paste, I ran it. And then he kept barreling through it. Yeah. God bless him for doing this. Exactly, but that's exactly what he should have done.
It was kind of wild.
No, then I started laughing at the fact that the audience was calling me out on it. And someone rightfully,
because you are like a kid often. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I even found myself the other day when my daughter yelled at me, my oldest, because Mike, you'll get a kick out of this. I was walking down the stairs and I went, I can't even do it right now, but I did. Let's see if I can do it. Let's see. And then rip, right? And then my oldest was like, my oldest goes, Dad, that's the worst. And I started fucking losing it. At the time, if you were there, you would have laughed, but I'm good. I'm good with it. I'm okay with it. That's how it works. So, all right.
You're fucking child.
Good job. Good job.
Thank you, Roxy.
That's what we do with my little niece, and she loses. Good job. If you clap for them.
Oh yeah. See, but this is what people don't understand.
What?
Like I'm in a mood right now that I'm not gonna ban someone from the channel, but I'm in a mood right now that he wrote yuck. Oh, I'm trying to say I'm gonna put him in timeout.
What do you think the yuck was about?
The fart. But yeah, now you're in timeout. Why? Is that fair? No, not fair at all. Should he have been put in timeout? Absolutely not. But this is just a show. This is where I get to be the dictator. I'm allowed to do that in my channel. I can do that. And that's the thing people don't understand. It's free speech on Twitter, not here.
And not even on Twitter.
Well, yeah, but you can say whatever you want on Twitter.
No.
What do you mean? You can.
You get banned from Twitter.
Yeah, I guess
that's the consequence.
You can right. You can do it.
Right, but that's the thing about
free
speeches are not supposed.
Yeah.
That's
I
the
like
same thing as
sometimes I ban people who are like really like I think like Joey Petrus is one of the greatest contributors on this channel and a great person. I ban him often.
What happened last week?
Nothing. He goes, "You won't ban me," and I do.
Oh.
So that's it. Anyway, let's get to this story because I think this is a very fascinating story. I actually really want to get Roxy's take on this as well. Roxy, did you pay attention to the box office this week?
Or what went down? Tell me.
So the
YouTube.
Yes.
So
this is a major story that we should discuss because Iron, a YouTuber, self-financed his own horror movie, and it is a bizarre monster hit. My theater was full of Gen Z looking fans watching Markiplier's Iron Lung with rapt attention. Okay. Oh, there's spoilers. Okay. Well, this past weekend saw one of the oddest box office victories in recent times. No, I'm not talking about Melania, the first lady produced a documentary that Amazon reportedly spent $40 million for the rights alone, with additional $35 million. I'm talking about Iron Lung, a self-financed film by a beloved YouTuber named Mark Fishbach, who goes by the handle Markiplier and also has 30 million followers to his name. The movie is an adaptation of an indie horror video game at a budget of approximately $3 million, and an amount that Iron Lung has already earned back 7 times over, with a box office of $21.7 million worldwide. Markiplier's secret to getting his passion project to an impressive 3,000 theaters, according to an interview with Matt Belloni's podcast, The Town, he tapped into his network of fans, many of whom apparently work at movie theaters and who vouched for the film to their managers. This is one of the rosier byproducts of this year's cultivating relationship with followers through videos that are usually, though not always, about gaming. Is that it? I guess that's it. Oh, you got to do more on the side of it. Is that what that is? Oh, where did it go? I don't know. Anyway, the story is more so about what this guy did. So I don't. We got the gist. This to me, Roxy, obviously, what I'm trying to do right now is super inspiring on so many different levels. Granted, 30 or 72 million or whatever he has as opposed to 215,000, very different. Doesn't change the fact of the business is changing when you are able to use social media, when you're able to use the following, when you have people who believe in you, when you have people who want to be part of the change, of the process, people who are tired of the same old way of people kind of manipulating power, and for the audience to say, no, I can do that. You look at this guy where he said people who are working in movie theaters. Now, listen, I'll talk to my boss. I'll do this. I'll do that. Got him in there. I want to support this. I've already had people from me who's saying, I want to make sure that this thing gets made. I'll make this happen. Because if you look at it, and I said this yesterday, if you're one of those backers, whether it's for this guy's thing, my thing, Chris Stuckman's thing, whoever's, and you're looking at it and you go, I helped do that. I did that. I got that there. I'm part of this story. I think that is why people are getting behind these people to do it. And you're seeing more and more of these things happen. I like the fact that I'm going into the TV side of it. I haven't seen that much as far as with this. So I 100% want to be that story. I 100% want people to get behind the script that I know that I love, and that I know that you love, and I know that Mike actually really liked too, and I know that the audience will dig it. So having that passion, the way that Mark did, the way Chris did, the way other people have, this is a way, and I think the business is changing. I think it is changing where you can do this, and you even look at people that make YouTube videos, get deals from Netflix and other places. You can do this. It's not traditional anymore, and it's such a major story. Roxy, what do you think of this?
Yeah, I mean, we saw it with Raka Raka, those Australian YouTubers who did Talk to Me and Bring Her Back, which were super duper successful for them. We just saw Chris Stuckman, and now with this one, and there's plenty of others as well, especially like even the guys that did Scream. They didn't obviously make the franchise, but directing the movie, YouTubers making that jump to the big screen and doing it successfully, especially in the horror space, is really popular right now and very cool. And I think that this is why we've had a really hard time defining critic versus influencer versus creator over the last decade as a society, because some YouTubers are real creators.
Yeah.
And they get into talking about movies and television because they love it and it's their passion. And they want to create and they want to talk about those things when they're not creating their own things, because that's what they love, as opposed to people who want to rip things down or ask about, and nothing's wrong with this, but what outfits somebody's wearing on a carpet, or, you know, just like be seen taking photos. There's just it's very different. So I'm not surprised that there are some YouTubers who absolutely kill it in this space because they're students of the craft. They study movies. They're huge fans. They come up with these ideas that they're like, okay, I know there's a hole in this. This is what I want to do. And they already have the support of their audience. Even like podcasters, Mark Maron and Adam Carolla. Adam Carolla was doing this too, raising money to make movies. Like, because they have their fan base, they're students of the craft, they love the industry, they make something.
Yeah. It was looked down on a while ago, by the way. Because remember when Zach Braff did that years ago? He was actually for
Garden State.
It was for a follow-up movie. It wasn't Garden State. It was a follow-up movie that they really went after him for it back then, because like, oh, you're famous. You know, that was before we really knew it, what it was. But like, it's not easy to get projects made. And the fact that now people are doing this and being able to push it that way with projects that they love, it's a new ballgame.
Completely. And I think it's amazing. It's what you're doing with your show. It's what I've been working on for a while with my movie. We see Clark Wolf doing this as well, her and Sam Levine's project. When you are doing this because you love this industry, not because you want to critique the industry, but because you love it. So you're a fan of this stuff and you're a creator. Of course, you're going to be a really good pick to make a good movie. That doesn't mean that all creators
or TV show. It
doesn't mean it's always going to work. And specifically in the horror genre, which is not what my or your thing is, but has been very successful.
Yeah.
I think that we've seen you're able to do it on $1 million budget, $3 million budget.
Right.
You can keep that budget low enough. So yeah, I think this makes perfect sense. I want to go see this. I don't even know this. Even though he has,
I didn't
70
know
million. I didn't know who he was because that's how big our space is. But I'm like, hell yeah, whether it's Stuckman or him, if somebody is a YouTuber and they're making something and I can see it, I go watch it. I watch the Talk to Me guys stuff. Even though that Talk to Me was like the most horrifying movie I've ever seen in my life. But I was like, Raka Raka, that they're YouTubers. I want to go support. And I'm not even part of that community, Kristian. So it's like, but I feel part of their community because YouTubers. So
right.
Yeah.
But Mike, you know, the same thing. You hear about this story as an actor in general. You got to find this stuff kind of inspiring, right?
Yeah, man. I think it's say the thing. It's the adage of if you're not getting what you not getting what you want, go out and create it. You know, I didn't pivot into writing novels, but that's where I became, because my original novel idea was a pilot that I was just like, I think it's going to make a better book and I'll have more control over it than I would as a pilot. It's interesting because you're a public figure and you're also under the scrutiny of that then, you know, because I see a lot of it with Stuckman and he's got his following. You know, he was one of the original guys on YouTube, movie reviewers, but he was a critic and a very harsh one. But then he did that pivot where he's like, I'm not critiquing movies anymore because I want to be a filmmaker. And a lot of his audience turned on him. And it's like, you know, you have to see where they come from. It's out there forever. And how people
they can get fucked. I think that's ridiculous. Like, you're turning on somebody because they're following they have a dream.
No, it's not. I don't know this, but it just seemed like if you make a living critiquing movies, but then say, I'm not critiquing movies anymore because I want to make them, that's a pivot. And you're 100% within your right to do that pivot. But you've got to take the criticism with it then. You know, you've got to go, well, I followed you because you were this and now you're not this.
Maybe not criticism, though. What about instead of criticism, just if you don't want to follow that person anymore, like, oh, I loved you for this thing. You're not doing this thing anymore. I don't know if I'm going to be as into this next thing, as opposed to fuck you for change. Well, that's changing career paths. It's crazy.
Well, but I don't necessarily know if it's just changing career paths, though, because it's different. If I think changing career paths, and I say this as someone who supports Chris Stuckman very much so, but I think that changing career path is I no longer want to do this anymore. I'm just going to be directing. And if people turn them on for if that happened, then you're like, what? So I'm not doing this anymore. You can't. But if you're saying, well, actually, no, I'm going to still do everything that I did. I still got my channel, but I'm just going to do it differently now. It's in the right for the audience who subscribed for one thing to say, well, I don't want to be a subscriber anymore.
I don't want to be
what I signed up for.
That's totally, but not. How dare you?
Right.
No,
like,
I'm not.
Right. If you choose, I think you're right, Roxy. It's like, look, you can write. If you choose this path, that's cool, but I'm going to bail because I signed up for something else.
I like to hear you critique. I like when you don't like something. I want to be here for that. As opposed to what I've seen with Stuckman, which has been crazy, is like, how dare you? You've used us and abused us. Go fuck. And it's like, this is a man who, and I'm not here to sing Stuckman's praises. Yes, I do know him from working with Screen Junkies, but it's not because I know him. I would say this about anybody. I've said it about Kristian before when he makes changes to his channel or anybody. You're allowed to do something else, and then people are allowed to say, oh, okay, that's not of interest to me.
Right. Yeah.
But where does it come into the fact, and I don't know what this guy, the YouTuber, and again, I love the fact that I have no idea who he is.
Yeah.
None.
And he's got 72 million subscribers.
Yeah. It's like, I have no idea. But where's the line where it's just like, okay, and Harloff, you may be on this path now where when Stuckman and Shelby Oaks went out, people gave the money to it.
Yeah.
They're allowed to voice their opinions like, no, you're doing this now. Like, fuck you. I gave your money.
But wait, but what are they giving money to? But that's different. But that goes back to what Rocky's saying. If they're giving him money because of his project, they're encouraging his dream of becoming a director. They're encouraging his,
and that came from years of building a following.
Sure. I understand what you're saying. Also, you're basically saying, okay, look, so those people, maybe they invested and said, hey, we didn't realize that meant you're not going to do your honest critiques anymore. But again, this goes back to Roxy's point. You can say I'm disappointed, but now that's
I'm not defending one or the other.
Yeah, sure.
Human about it. What is different though, because it is a good point, Mike, that if you are investing in something, you're essentially a mini producer in something. So you
100%.
You can have thoughts on the project. You certainly could be like, I didn't like his movie, or I did like his movie, or whatever. But what's interesting about what this Mark guy did, so I don't mean that disrespectfully. I don't remember his last name. Mark Plyer.
Yeah.
He just coughed up his own money and said, "Here's
$3
million."
Insane to me.
Well, but wait. Here's the difference, though. I saw people saying that too. When you have 72 million subscribers,
no, totally. I'm not saying that
you have
72 million subscribers.
Yes, you have a route. It doesn't mean that you're loaded. It means probably means you're loaded, but you probably also you have a route to save that money.
Oh, absolutely. Of course.
Sure. But it doesn't take away the risk, Roxy. You're 100% right.
But I just think that's somebody saying, this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do this.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's a great point, because listen, if I was able to, from what my current budget is and what we're aiming for, if I had 72 million subscribers,
you would just finance it.
I would just tomorrow put that in there and make that for what I know that we need to make it for. But it's one of these things too, where I say, okay, I know that if X amount of people put in $25, I can make this show. If X amount of people put in $10, I could eventually make this show.
Right.
But it's like, I have a strategy because I don't have the luxury, and I earned it and has been in the space forever. I don't have the luxury of having 72 million to be able to say, oh, you know what? I'm going to put 3 million in there.
Right. Just like you don't have the luxury of having parents that would finance it for you, or being like, there's all different people have different legs up. And yeah, he did earn his. So I'm not saying anything other than I think it's pretty cool that this guy was like,
totally,
I'm a big fan of movies.
Yeah.
I'm going to make my own.
And he's
How
a businessman.
Am I going to do that?
But he's a businessman too, because people ask like, why horror? Because with horror, especially if you believe in it and you're passionate about it, it is a good genre, as Blumhouse has proven, that you can make for $3 million and make your budget 3 times over in week 1.
But it's also, didn't he say it's based on a video game? So there's an IP with it?
Yeah, I mean, must have bought the rights for that too, I would assume.
Like, it's insane. Like, I'm still kind of fucking taken aback by the fact that he's that many followers, and the three of us have no idea who he is.
So
I don't mean that in a negative way. I don't mean that negatively. It's in the movie space of YouTube, and we've never. I love the fact that there are the internet and this entertainment industry is so big that could happen. I love it.
I was talking about this. So my daughter was watching Mark Robert. Mark Robert. I would say Robert. And so
I thought it was Robert too. Is it Robert?
I don't know what it is. It's one of the two.
I don't even know who that is either.
He's like today. He reminds me of like today's Mr. Rogers.
I only know who he was because Kristian introduced him to me. Because
he's great. Yeah, I think he makes great content. My little one watches him, and I had seen him before. I saw a video that he did. He's got an autistic son. And he made this video about him. I thought it was he's just very honest and he's great. I really like this guy. And he basically I think he sold his whole catalog to like Netflix, right? But through watching his stuff on YouTube again, my daughter started discovering other people. One guy who was on like a Gordon Ramsay show, he's a young kid, he's a chef, and he does these things. And the kid's got like 60 million subscribers or something like that. He's in the Mr. Beast circle. And I never heard of this guy. And you never hear of any of these people and they have millions of subscribers. It's insane because it's just such a big, vast space. And it's one of the reasons, though, you look at like that. If 72 million people or whoever watching people like this, are you really that surprised when you hear that the movie space isn't doing what it used to do? The movie theaters, because people are watching these fucking people with 72 million subscribers. Yeah, they're watching, and it's not one guy; it's hundreds of thousands of people with all these different subscribers. It's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It's really wild. Good for him. I want to see this movie. I'm really excited that there is a path, an avenue for people who are passionate about what they do and are YouTubers to then create movies. And the other example, because you were talking about TV, Kristian, is like, I am obsessed with Has Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss. And those were these like, it was an online show that then like was so popular with the fans, millions of views, that Amazon ended up taking it. They were like, oh, we're going to buy this. This is amazing.
Yeah. It's inspiring.
Yeah.
It's super inspiring. All this stuff is really inspiring, especially like right now. I look at things, and especially as I get older, that things line up for a reason, right? Like, I've been making this whole thing and telling the audience for the last like 5-6 months as we're building towards this project that the power is in their hands. The power is in our hands. The power is, and then you get stories like Stuckman. You get stories like this guy, and you're like, okay, maybe I'm doing the right thing. Like it's inspiring to it. And the audience goes, okay, you know what? Sure. I was going to go do this. I was going to go get McDonald's today, or I was going to go get this. The hell, take it. Make the show. Do this. That's to me. And then it's on me to go, okay, we're going to do that. And look at what we did. Look who we got. Like, you got to see our list, Roxy, on who we want. There's a character in our show that we're going for people. And the list is like, oh, if we can get that, that's going to be such a great story in general of someone who goes, you know what? What can you do? Sure. Take it. What can you do with that? And I'm going to show you what we can do with that.
Including me.
Including you. You're on the list.
I am the list.
You are the list. I love that.
Oh,
I am the list.
I am the list.
Comment, by the way. That's a great wrestling. I am the list. Kevin Owens had a thing. Who's on the? Jericho. You're on the list.
You're on the list.
I am the list.
I also am seeing. This is interesting that, because I'm looking at Iron Lungs cast. Troy Baker's in it, which is smart too, because he obviously comes from the video game world. So if this is a video game adaptation, he's the one who is Joel in The Last of Us. I met him at a big charity event once. He's
really experienced guy. Yeah, I mean, really
experienced.
Did he do Mike? Did he do Troy Baker? Did he do Indiana Jones?
Yeah, he's Indiana Jones.
Right?
I want to say
he's so good.
I think he's either Joker or Batman in some of the Arkham games.
I'm looking at that right now.
And Conrad into. I think he's Joker, and Roger Craig Smith is Batman.
Okay.
He's a Joker, but he does Indiana Jones.
When he was cast as Indiana Jones, right away I get defensive. I was like, oh, Jamie Costa should be doing Indiana Jones. And then I played the game and I said, Troy Baker's pretty freaking good.
No, Troy Baker, he's really nailed it. Troy Baker's great.
Really good. Anyway, all right, look, that was an inspiring conversation in general. There's a lot of different things happening with these projects that are being funded. What do you guys make of this? Did you see the movie? You're going to see the movie. Do you think that the business is changing with people that are able to essentially create their own projects, put money into it, let the audience be the funders and the backers in the studio? And is that a new way that things are going to get done?
And he starred in it, Kristian. And he starred in it.
And he starred in it. Yeah. So like that's all of these things. Is this the next wave? Put your thoughts in there. Go to the Clips channel. Make sure that you join the Clips channel so you can put your thoughts in there. All right. We have some questions to get to. And before we do, got to tell you about our good friends over at both Rougiette and Prize Picks. Let's do it. The big game is almost here, and there is no better way to cash in during America's biggest sporting event than Prize Picks, where it always feels good to be right. This week, Prize Picks has a special max discount for the big game live in the app now. Drake May just needs one passing yard for the max discount to win. You just add another player to your lineup, and if your pick hits, you can cash it in. I've told you guys this before. My friend who wasn't really into sports in general, following the games, and now the big game's coming up, ready to rock. It's just exciting, and it gets people amped to watch the game in general. I think some of the best features for me is the early payouts. One of my favorite things also is that you can pick multiple sports in the same lineup. Basketball's back now. You can put LeBron James, Patrick Mahomes in the same lineup when they're both going on, and you root for both. Prize Picks, it's simple to play. You just pick more or less 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get your picks right, you can cash in. You can find your community on Prize Picks with the new social feeds feature. You can share Prize Picks with your friends and copy lineups with winners from a single click. New feature alert, which is pretty great. They have a Prize Picks early payouts. If your player gets off to a hot start, you have the option to cash out those winnings before the game even finishes. So download the Prize Picks app today. Use that code Kristian. You get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That is code Kristian. You get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It is good to be right. Here is something that most doctors know that most men never talk about. Stress from work, money, and family, it doesn't just disappear at night. It follows you right into the bedroom. You can be lying next to the person that you have loved for years, and suddenly your mind will not let your body do what it's always done naturally. For situations like that, doctors look for treatments that help both the brain and the body, and that is where Rougiette Ready comes in. Now, it's unlike Viagra and Cialis. Rougiette Ready is a next-generation prescription treatment designed to help prime your brain for arousal and increase blood flow. It combines 3 clinically proven ingredients in 1 mint that dissolves under your tongue. It absorbs fast. Most men are ready in about 15 minutes, so you can stay present, confident, and in control when the moment is right. Over 150,000 men have already made the switch to Rougiette. Getting started is simple. Rougiette connects you with a board-certified doctor online, and your treatment gets shipped discreetly to your door. For a limited time only, head to Rougiette.com/Kristian. Get 15% off of your order. That is RUGIT.com/Kristian. Get 15% off your order. Rougiette.com/Kristian. Thank you to Rougiette and to Prize Picks. Links are in the description, guys. Make sure that you are supporting the channel by supporting yourself with some great stuff there. So thank you once again. All right, guys, here we go. Let's get this show rolling. You got to beat Roke at 92. And 46 is what we start with.
Oh, not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. 46 is a good start in general. Yeah,
you know, it's half of.
That's true. Roxy, you know, one of the things as we were talking about that conversation, I'm like, you know me, that like I get in my head what I want to do is we're gonna post our goal or what we want to do. You know that I want to like day one, I want to be able to tell that because the director doesn't know yet and the producer doesn't know. They want to make sure we're gonna have this campaign. I want to surpass our goal by 3 in day one. That's my goal.
But surpass it by what?
By 3 times.
Oh.
In day one, so they're like, holy crap, we can make the show tomorrow. That's what I want to do. I want to go from like, but we'll see. I have goals. Okay, Johnny Patrizia, Mike, Rocco wants in on that Penny interview. Yeah, yesterday he said that if we get Penny, he wants to. I said I can't do.
No.
Yeah, I know. So no,
that's my hard work. That's my fucking hard work.
Literally.
Is that a picture of you, Mike?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, last week during the show, that was one of the things I told everybody to, because Mike was making fun of me and he did that face, and I said, everybody turn your screenshot into that for the day, and Johnny just left it in there.
Roxy Harloff was being fucking Harloff, so I was like, all right, I'm out, and I was like, yeah. But now they screenshot it. It's a perfect picture of me. Look at that.
It was really good. So support for Roxy and Mike. There we go. Scott F. Horowitz. Hey, Roxy, I'm having gallbladder surgery next month. I need some good recommendations for while I'm recovering. Ted Lasso, Severance, and Shrinking are on the list. Is there anything else? I'm a sci-fi fan. I don't have Peacock. What's the one that you love that Rebecca Ferguson's in?
Silo.
Yeah.
Silo's really good. You named only Apple shows. Are you looking for Apple recommendations?
That's Silo, right?
Yeah. I'm just asking if that's what you're looking for, because otherwise there's other sci-fi ones. But Christian's favorite sci-fi on Apple is Dark Matter.
Oh yeah,
which I love as well.
Make it season 2.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that.
Yeah.
I have to be honest. When I'm recovering from things, sci-fi is not my genre because, like, I kind of need something that's a little less paying attention. And Severance is like kind of complex. So
true.
Ted Lasso and Shrinking are really good ones there. Your Friends and Neighbors, I think, would be a good one for recovery. The best one would be Stick. I love Stick. That's up the Ted Lasso Shrinking alley. If you're
like that one a lot.
If you're just looking for Apple.
Yeah. Okay. Next one. Andy's a Franksy, 6854. Just watched a clip from the Rich Eisen show with Nicholas Waldo Coster, which is Jamie Lannister, and he said the whole handcuff scene, he actually had the flu, was barely holding it together. Kudos to the Kingslayer. Yeah, I mean, it's amazing how people don't understand it. It's not like one of these things with acting where you're like, oh, I'm sick. Okay, we don't have to shoot today. Tough shit. Yeah, you got to shoot.
Remember, though, when Jenna Ortega came out and said during that Wednesday dance she had COVID and everybody was so pissed at her?
Yeah, it's a little different, though.
Totally. I just think actors shouldn't tell people this anymore.
I also agree with you on that.
Because you're right, Kristian. You can't not show up. It costs millions of dollars for the set, but people don't get it, and so they just get destroyed when they're like, "I was sick. I had the flu." People are like, "That's so disrespectful to the rest of the set," and it's like, I understand where you're coming from theoretically. However, I don't think they wanted to be there either.
No, so. Katie was just talking about that, or a clip that I had. I can't remember with who she was talking about it with one of the interviews. It might have been Michael Trucco. Can't remember. But it was one of the clips they were talking about. Like, I was sick. I had to shoot. Because
I had to wear a diaper on set once. That's true.
Oh my God.
I had absolutely horrible food poisoning, and I was scared I was going to shit myself. I didn't end up shitting myself, but it was so bad.
I'm gonna take that off the list.
It was so bad, but here's why you don't take me off the list. I did my job anyway.
That's true.
I did my job anyway. You
just
gotta
do it. Yeah.
And you do your job.
Yeah. Nathan Drake, I beg of you to get Finstock in for that interview. I'm being completely serious. What are the chances you get him? 0. The only person that I'm gonna invite to be on that interview is Mike, because that was the whole thing, the inception of the whole thing was Mike. So if Mike's available when she's available, he'll do it.
Is this real?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna make myself available.
Did you reach out?
So the audience reached out, Rox. They were tweeting, and then she wrote back, and she said, I tell them to reach out to my PR team, and the PR team started following the account, and then DM'd me and said, if you guys really want her on the show, then and then I emailed and I said, yeah, we'd love to have an actual interview, and I sent the interviews that I've done in the past, and I said, yeah, we'll talk
Which
to her.
Which ones did you send?
I said the interview, the playlist that I have on the channel.
Amazing.
Yeah. I'm going to interview her in the same way that I'd interview Meryl Streep.
Yeah.
I'm going to
be awesome. It's going to be awesome.
I'm not going to be asking. I see some of these interviews sometimes when adult filmmakers go on and they ask these creepy, like, weirdo questions.
2 questions you're curious about with
I'll tell you right now, a very curious question I will definitely 100% ask is the same way of comparing the industry. I would love to know how social media changed that industry in general. And at one point, you only had the vivid videos and those other things that were really, that's all. Shut your asshole for a second. And then when it comes to contracting performers, you don't necessarily have to rely on those studios anymore. I assume you can go into business for yourself. Is that the case? Is that not the case? I'm curious how that works.
I want to know what she thinks of OnlyFans.
I was going to say that as well.
And now I'll be the man that says that to Harloff. It's like, now Penny came up in a time when this studio system she's more of a newer performer on the scene. So she's becoming into the industry when it's already shifted. You know, would she want to go back to a time when there was the contract stars for the big, you know, I look, Carla, if you probably remember, there used to be vivid video on Ventura Boulevard, the giant heading on the big building. That thing is scraped off and you see the paint left over. It's like the industry has changed.
What were you saying, Rox?
Her name's Penny Barber.
Yeah.
I don't even. This is a real question.
Yeah.
What is she known for?
MILF stuff, right?
MILF
Mike?
stuff.
She's usually the mother, stepmom.
This is where Mike shines.
She finds the time to, and perhaps
she finds
if the son's friends are if the son's friends are available, then they'll come over and hang out.
Her best work yet.
And are you big
fan? He took a little off the sides, and I got off the top.
There was one thing you thought she was gonna be with the father the whole time. No, it was the stepson. Perfect.
Are you a big fan of hers, Mike?
All right, Rox, how it happened. So,
yes, he is.
Someone in the chat asked us our favorite adult stars, and then Harloff went through the decades. We just went decade after decade of who they were. And I says, and people were throwing out the random names in the chat, and I just said, chat right now, go look up Penny Barber. And the chat went nuts.
They went nuts.
And then the next
why
time
did they go nuts for it? Because they think she's hot?
Well, a lot of them knew. A lot of them knew her. She's pretty attractive.
She's the best. She's the best.
The best. Like she's the best. Like she can do the most stuff.
No, Rox.
That's the fucking best question anyone's ever asked.
Well, I wanted
the answer is yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. It's just her zest and her zeal and performing. Like, why do you like certain actors or actresses? You're just invested in their work.
I did watch an interview afterwards too. I tell you, I do like the way she handles herself.
That's what I'm saying. She's not an idiot.
She's not an idiot.
A smart person.
There's sometimes
some of these girls, you get these YouTube, like, I got my OnlyFans and I'm joining for Gangbang 79. And you're like, you're a fucking idiot.
I saw some interview. This woman who I guess she had slept with Bill Maher or something, and she was talking about it on a show. And she just didn't, and I could be wrong, but she just didn't seem like the brightest tool. The brightest tool. Perfect. We'll go with that. Sharpest tool. Perfect. I say I'm insulting her intelligence, yet I say brightest tool. She wasn't the sharpest tool in the shed. And however, and she was also young. So but then you listen to Penny talking, he's like, she seems like she's a pretty intelligent person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
she anyway,
looks completely different in every photo. It's interesting.
Oh,
she's a chameleon.
Yes. That's
what you're telling me. All right, let's go to the next one.
I want to talk about range and talent. She's got it all.
And some of the guys she's with have range. All right, so let's go. So Michael D said that I missed the chat. All I see is support for Roxy and Mike. There you go. Next one after that is, I beg of you, Roxy. Okay, so go pal. Roxy, how far into Lioness season 2 are you?
Let me look right now. Yeah. I am currently on. I'm loving the show. Great
Roxy,
recommendation from you guys.
So you got to try to fire through these because I only have Roxy for another half.
2 episode 8.
Right,
do you love as much as I do Thad, Luck, and Bill on that show?
Who's
that? He's the CIA guy with the curly blonde hair. I fucking love him.
The guy. Wait, are you talking about the guy that plays Kyle?
I don't know his name on the show.
Flo?
Yeah, he's the CIA guy that's kind of, they have a love-hate relationship where he always helps him out.
His name's Kyle. I love him.
I fucking love him and his character.
Do you love him?
I actually would like, there's one other person for the first interview, probably just gonna be me and Mike, but there's one other person that I would definitely want in on the interview if they were available. Do you know who that would be?
Who?
It's got to be me.
100%.
100%. Yeah, we'd play a great dynamic. They would love. I think if we get these actors
because Roxy's not,
they'll love us.
Roxy's not judgmental. Roxy would be very curious about this stuff.
Curious.
Yeah, I know you are. All right, Andy's. Where is it? Hold on. Andy's or Francie. just watched His and Hers. Great show. There you go.
I'm hearing really good things. I got to catch up on some stuff first.
Go, pal. Roxy, so committed to TV, she watches it in the shower.
I do, and I will say that my man makes so much fun of me because I watch in the shower and my phone just sits there getting splashed.
But do you have a cover?
No,
oh, you need a cover.
I have nothing. I just put it on the ledge.
Oh, you need a cover. Renee Reyes, Roxy, I'm a Niners fan, so I really hope the Pats beat the bricks off the Seahawks. What's your final score prediction?
I can't give that to you because I feel like it would be a jinx. I think it's going to be a very difficult game for the Patriots, and I really hope that it's a close game and we can just edge out. I think it's very difficult when it's the first time that your quarterback has been to a Super Bowl. It's we can say all we want about Drake May. He's amazing, but going to the Super Bowl, it's the scariest place you've ever been in your life. And I just am hoping for a good game that we pull it out.
Speaking of pulling out and edging, Penny Barber on the show next week. All right, let's see. Jay Morgan.
Is she next week?
No, I don't know.
Oh.
We're going to talk about rising to the occasion in the big game.
That's right. Hey, Roxy, like you, I don't know any new music except rock. Give Wonder Horse a listen. English band who channeled the grunge alt sound of the 90s.
Huh. Okay, I'm going to write it down. Thank you. Wonder Horse.
Okay.
That was what it was. Wonder Horse, right?
That's one of the male performers. Wonder Horse. All right, let's see. Next one. Oh, we did that one already. Okay. Renee Reyes. Kristian, are you planning to cover Fallout at all? I'm really enjoying season 2, and it feels right up your alley. Probably not. I think I missed the boat on that one.
I haven't watched it.
Yeah, I missed the boat. Okay, next one. After that. Okay, so right now we're at 52. Not bad. Not bad.
Moving.
Okay, so we got Mr. ND Fanatic. Checked out Free Burt last week. The youngest daughter steals the show. Mike, would you like Jack White to take another shot at James Bond theme? What's Free Burt? Is that a Burt Kreischer show? It's Free Burt.
If that's a Burt Kreischer show, I didn't care for it. Yeah, it is. I didn't care for it.
What is it? Is it reality?
No, it's.
Did you know him at school?
He's the FSU guy?
Yeah, man. You remember they wrote that whole big article on him for Rolling Stone? It was like a big thing with the fraternity. And when I used to do the show,
he was a frat guy at Florida State?
Yeah, man. He was right. He was, I forget what he was.
Who was he?
Shit. I forget.
He was after us a while.
No. I did his first stand-up show with him at Potbelly's.
No shit, dude.
Yeah, man. And I invited everybody. You didn't go, but I invited
love it.
That night.
You fuck off. I didn't go.
You didn't go.
I did everything for you in college, you prick.
Except fight. You're supposed to.
I had my head clean clocked. I had my head clocked in a fight for you prick.
A real fight?
Yeah.
When?
I backed your ass up all the time, you shitbag.
You're making up stories.
No, I'm
not. So let's go.
The time I took that wingman for you with that girl so you could hug with the other one, I took that one for you on the chin.
Now you're just making up stories. All right, so Mike,
Kirk,
Jack White taking the shot at the James Bond.
I kind of like. I kind of like different artists getting another shot. I did like Jack White's song though, but okay. I like other artists always getting a shot.
All right. Shay Markel, I couldn't care less about the thumbnail. These photos just let me know who's on the panel before watching the vid. I mean, yeah, it's ultimately the thing, but I think to shake it up every once in a while is good. But those are also taken like 2 years ago. David Jordeo, I think Josh D'Amaro is great for the parks aspect of Disney. I'm curious how he's going to handle the film, TV, et cetera, side of things. Yeah, that just comes to how he's going to deal with creatives and executives and things of that nature. And is he going to puff his chest out, or is he going to be? To me, it's always the best executives, the one who listen and give the other people a shot. Because if you give them a shot and they deliver, you look like the smart one.
David, with the greatest comment on this, though. I think he's been great for this. I'm curious how he'll handle this.
Agreed. Agreed. That's how you do it.
Normal person response.
Yeah. Oh, he usually is. And then fun question for the day. Disney World Orlando versus Disneyland Anaheim. You know what? I have to go. I used to go to Disney World all the time as a kid. Mike's going to have a better answer on. Oh, what happened to me? Mike,
that sounds good. Leave it like this.
Can you
just fucking leave it? Yeah, we hear you. Just leave it like this. Perfect.
Yeah, perfect. Go ahead.
Mike, this is a question made for you, Mike.
A fun question for the day. Disney World or Disneyland? All right. Well, if you're saying that, David, are you including all the parks? So like Disneyland, do you go to California Adventure, and then Disney World, do you get Hollywood Studios, Epcot, and Animal Kingdom?
I'm going to say yes.
Okay. Then you got Disney World. But I'll say this, Rox. Disneyland and California Adventure, you can do in a day. You can't do everything. But if you plan it right with someone that knows Disney, and they're back and forth right there, it is a great long day.
I agree,
Disney World
especially
is
'cause
exhausting.
Yeah, I agree. Like
Exhausting.
the drinking aspect of Disneyland, California Adventure really upped the game for that back and forth day between the two. All right.
But if you want to drink in Florida, you got Epcot. You drink around the
world,
and you are
don't I know it. I've actually never done that because I haven't been to Epcot since I was a kid. I'm so excited. I want to go back and do it. It's so fun.
Go to Food and Wine.
I got it. Kristian, are you still here?
I'm here. You just got to take over for a sec.
Okay, so I'm going to just keep reading them. We're not putting them up, but I'm reading them. Mike Joyce says, Mike in a tank for the new thumbnail pick. Yeah, I think that would work great.
I got to get, I'm working on it, my bod. I'll get there. We'll get a tank picture for this.
Babe.
Oh, a regular tank.
Not a tank top.
That's how the whole tank came about, Rox. The tank. Mike in a tank.
Nobody wants you in a tank.
Where am I going to get a fucking tank from? I'll do a face and you can stick me in a tank.
That's exactly what we have. Grant Williams, 93. When Chapek got announced, it was known Josh D'Amaro was beloved by fans / cast in the parks division. People wanted him then. Getting this is 15 years in the making. Parks / experiences is the money at Disney. Grant, I'm with you. It does sound like the people that work for him have been wanting him. So there's got to be a reason.
I'm a theme park guy, so that sounds good to me. That's
Dykeman 1177. John Leguizamo said not to watch his movies based on his political beliefs. Isn't he in the Odyssey? Interesting. Not to watch his movies based on his political beliefs.
Yeah, he said he came out. He's like, look, if you support ICE and whatnot, I don't want you watching my movies. I don't care. And he made a statement. I mean, he is his background is like he's allowed to, and he's made a career of himself. And you know, if that's what you support, he's basically saying, it's like, don't support me. So
he was actually saying not to watch based on your political beliefs, not on his.
Right. Well, he says he believes this, but if you support this and you support this, don't watch my movies. I don't want you watching my movies.
Huh. Yeah. All right. That's one way to do it. Johnny Patrizza, 9798. Dexter Soul Ansel is going to be a star. Who is that? Do you know, Mikey?
I've never heard of that person.
Let me look.
Look him up.
Yeah.
Every time I look at this damn thumbnail, I see my face and I hate it.
Oh, Dexter Soul Ansel. Sorry, that's the guy in A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. That's the little.
Oh, boy. the blonde guy.
Yeah, he's really good. Really good. Armada 8YT. Mance fact checking Penny Barber in her films would be hysterical. That's wild. That would be crazy. Truly crazy.
I'll try to do this for now. It's got a second.
Shay Markel. Go ahead, Kristian.
All right. Let me see. Thank you, Roxy. Let me see.
Did one too.
Right? Shay Markel. Okay, there we go. Okay, next one.
No, we haven't.
Oh, we haven't done that one? Okay.
No, you do that one.
That one? Okay. The Shay Markel. That combo y'all were having is a really tough one. We struggle with balancing desires and responsibility. It's a long distance relationship. Yeah, it's true. He followed.
It's a learning curve. It's a learning game, and we all come to different things from a different perspective, and we all end up at different places. So.
Yeah. He says, I live overseas. My family is in Ohio. My girlfriend lives in Arizona. I love that you all address the challenges you all face. I know there's no easy solution for any of us, but I wish you all the best. What a great comment that was. Great comment.
Thank you, Shay. Thanks, man.
Okay, let's see. Matt Krugman, heard my old head coach is your new OC. At least you'll get that first round pick. Good luck, sir. Reliving him was reliving 6-week constipation. I think he's talking about for the Giants.
So he's your offensive coordinator. You got a new one for the Giants as his old head coach?
So that's I assume so.
Okay.
Thank you, Matt. Hey, Mr. CJ. Kristian reminds me of Jack Nicholson Joker when he mutes Mike off the screen. So hilarious.
I know what he said.
I'm a number one.
Now, Harloff, if you could do it like they do in the movie where he grabs the side of the thing and pushes me off, that'd be awesome.
Good. Yeah. Mike Joyce. Kristian, if Hamnet was tough for you, Josephine might be even a tougher one to watch. I rented it through online Sundance. Fantastic, but hard to watch. I don't know that one. Do you know that one, Rox?
No, but it probably was something that just played Sundance.
Yeah, I'm sure. Mike Joyce, 2 out of 2. Definitely will do well next award season. Okay. Galaxy Geeks. There he is, Luke. So looks like Disney across the board is starting to change. How much longer is Kevin Feige over at Marvel? Let's see what happens after the Avengers movies. We'll see. He might want to stick around longer.
Josephine is with Channing Tatum, Gemma Chan.
Okay.
I love Gemma Chan.
Yeah, me too. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Next one after that. So, and this is GoPal. Kristian's version is a mobster, Marky Pliers. Is that how it goes, Marky Pliers?
That's the YouTuber.
That the YouTuber's name.
Pliers,
and his version of your mob version is Marky Pliers. Oh, good old Marky Pliers. You got to send Marky Pliers to see him.
See what Marky Pliers did? He went out, he put $3 million of his own money. People thought he was nuts. He didn't know where the money came from. He didn't
fucking money laundering. Then Marky Pliers is laundering money.
Next thing you know, the guy puts in all this money, comes out $3 million more. About 20 large. Pretty good. Emmanuel Torres. I think Mike's headshot should not change. In fact, his yelling face should get larger each live show. What's DYSIN? What is that?
Do you something?
I don't know. You sit in Narnia?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's what it is. You sit in Narnia, you fucking.
You better watch.
Don't make me come after you. You know I will. Let me interview Penny Baba.
Radalosh. Do you guys think? Do you have a dream spinoff for Game of Thrones? I would love a Cregan Stark or Arya Stark spinoff. Well, they were working on the Arya spinoff. Thanks for what you guys do. I want to see the Aegon the Conqueror. I want to see. That's it, right? The Conqueror, is that his name? Do you hear so many stories about this guy? I want to see how the Targaryens first came to power with this guy. That's the one. How about you, Rox? Arya.
I ended up the Arya stuff where she goes next for sure. I ended up being such a big Sansa person that I'm kind of curious. Like I wish that there was some way to do a sister show. Like Sansa goes after Arya or something.
Oh yeah, well Arya's definitely probably going to have something.
Yeah.
Alexander Wilson, the Mando trailer showed you scenes that had already happened in the TV show. I felt like Favreau and Filoni ran out of ideas for character in the show. From what I hear of this particular show, this movie, it's really just like a Clone Wars episode. But we'll see. Battery I4V. Mike, I know an Ebony Queen for your hall pass. Are you down?
Is this a porn star or a real person?
I don't know. Well,
I gotta see what she looks like.
Can you just rephrase that question?
Wait, rephrase it, or do you want me to say it again?
Say it again and then rephrase it.
Let me think of what. So, is it a real person or a porn star?
They're not
is that
real?
what I said?
Are they not real?
No, you know what I meant. Like, is it like a person on the street, or is it a porn star
or a civilian?
Or yes, a civilian or a porn star. Yeah. Because if it's a civilian or a porn star, I got to see what they look like. That's the hall pass. I'm not wasting it on anybody.
Roxy, leave it to Bobby Jackson to know more about our crew than us.
Okay, tell me.
So I'm a bit behind on the live stream, but didn't Winston and Chris meet at the comedy show that you guys had in Burbank? Yes, 100%.
Yep, I have a picture of them together. Yep.
But this also shows you how good of a person Bobby is in the way that he phrased that.
No,
he didn't want to be like, "Hey guys, they did meet." He's like, "Am I not remember that correctly?" Of course you remember it correctly.
No, that's right, Bobby.
The comedy show in downtown Burbank.
Yeah,
that's for sure right.
Chris was there.
Yeah, she performed. Yep. She was really good.
But as a comedian, but not as like, hey, we're gonna sit and host as a panel.
No, she can performed.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Dancing Dog 60. Yes, seeing that people have used the YouTube platform fans to support and fund music, comic books, video games, political campaigns. Why not movies and TV? 100%. I'm saying it's changing, and this is why. And I do say it, I guess, selfishly, but also because if it wasn't me, and it was someone similar to what I'm doing with my following, I would say the same thing. I would say to you, Roxy, okay, look, there's a new campaign that is going to be run for TV. This guy doesn't have 72 million. He doesn't have, this. He's trying to hit this goal to make this TV show, and what he wants to do is make a TV show that already looks like it was on Netflix. Get actors, well-known actors, getting established DPs and everything too. Do you think this is possible? It's a question I would pose to you.
Yes.
With a smaller audience.
Yeah.
Because the overall budget of what we're going for.
Yeah, I do though, because I do think that the smaller a channel is, the more dedicated the followers are, because they feel like
we have something to prove.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a good point. Alexander Wilson, your comments about Filoni scares me about dictating stories because he hasn't made anything good that is live action. Even his Mando stuff was bad. I'll push back a little bit on that. I think that actually a few of his episodes that he directed were pretty damn good. I didn't like. He directed the pilot, by the way. Man, I like the pilot of Mando.
I'm slightly distracted right now because one of my neighbors just texted me that there's currently a man cooking drugs in our garage.
Oh.
It's an actual text message.
Let's live stream.
I looked down at my phone and I had 40 text messages from my neighbors. I'm like, oh my God, what's going on?
Can you live stream it? Can I interview him?
Certainly not.
Oh, all right.
Don't go in the garage as there's a man cooking drugs in there.
All right.
What?
That's such a you might want to move. RQMDSMD, support for Roxy, Mike's dogs. Great show. Thank you so much. 59 so far. Orca 447 S3P. Today, Pixar is 40 years old. That's pretty nuts. I know they are at their strongest now, but their legacy has to be celebrated. Happy birthday, Pixar. That's nuts. It was created in 86.
Huh. Holy no, that can't
That's crazy.
Be right?
I thought it was later than that.
It might have been created in 86.
Was it 95?
That was Toy Story, but that doesn't mean that's when they were first. Remember, Lucas sold.
Yeah, because Pixar was Apple, wasn't it?
Lucas sold Pixar to Apple. Gopal, I've heard Hank Green or maybe John Green mention Markiplier, but I have no idea who he is, what he does. But it's great doing what he wants. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. And then Dancing Dogs. I'm guessing one could crowdfund a porn film. I guess so, 100%. I mean, if people do it, I don't think they crowdfund it, though. You don't have to crowdfund that. And most people, you look at whether it's OnlyFans stuff and another thing, that's kind of part of my question, is that you can really build now and start to become, a star in that business by doing your own thing because of the internet. That's kind of the question I was kind of going for, Rox. You can,
totally.
Back then you needed those companies. Do you need them anymore? I don't know. Alexander Wilson. Tomorrow's pitch to the board was that he wants to incorporate gaming through the organization. What are your thoughts on that?
I doubt that was his only pitch.
I thought that was his only pitch, but a game. I mean, I don't know what that means. To the app?
Is it? What's up? No, I think they realized that the gaming industry, Disney doesn't have a foothold in it. Like they don't have like a Rocksteady with the Grand Theft Auto, like billions and billions of dollars video games make. They're bigger than the movie industry.
Right.
And Disney, they tried that with, oh God, what the hell was it called? It was Disney. It was like these figures you'd plug on the video game board and they came to life. Oh God, you guys can help me in the chat. That Disney tried to get in with that, but then they dropped the ball on it. Like, yeah. Oh God, it's like, fuck, Disney U or something it was called. I don't know. Guys in the chat, what was it called with the little figures and Star Wars and Marvel and all the characters?
I kind of know what you're talking about. Armada 8YT. BBC Sherlock moment with Steph and Kristian had me dying. Oh, that was funny. I think that's the one. Is that the one I said that thing? I think so. I think so. Bobby Jackson. How much money do you guys think Michael will make? If it's really good, it's got a shot at $1 billion. If it's really good, I'm gonna say it taps out at around 750, but that's still pretty damn good.
It looks great.
It looks good.
What's the budget on it?
I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna say 160. You want to take a look?
Wow, 155, Kristian.
Okay. Yeah.
I think 750. I think 750 as well.
But you wouldn't be surprised if it hits $1 billion.
I would be a little surprised.
Would you? Okay. Because of the time that we're in now?
Yeah.
I just think his
it's Michael Jackson.
I know.
It's Michael Jackson.
Totally. Yeah.
It's weird. Rox, what you're saying, I think what you're saying the time, like all those allegations and everything, they were out when he was still alive. And it just seemed like he's Teflon. It just.
I'm more about the time of the industry right now.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
But a little bit of both.
Yeah. We'll see. All right. Next question. Peter Kalenko. Deedle. Kristian, is reaction to episode 9 and 10 coming out today? Mike, besides Callum Turner and Elrodi, anyone else you think could be good for Bond? Elordi. Jack O'Connell. Rox, you should draw some Roz on a Hollywood sign. That's the one.
Peter, Callum is my pick. I liked what the hell's his name?
Jacob Elordi?
No, Jacob Elordi's too tall.
Yeah.
And I know I'd heard recently that Amazon was pushing for him.
I think he's too famous.
He's too big. He's 6'5". He's a giant. But Elordi or Callum Turner and there Taylor Johnson. I liked him. He's the most famous of all.
That's true.
I think Callum Turner is the perfect choice.
Let me
he's not well known enough.
Correct myself on too famous. I think up and coming right now. He's up and coming in different ways. I don't think he needs Bond. As far as 9 and 10 go, Peter. So I posted today. I asked for the freaking the editors. I sent in the footage, and I put the wrong release date as far as asking them when I needed it by. So I'm hoping to get it by tomorrow, and that's why we put out Predator Badlands with me and Steph today. Armada 8YT. Will the Corn interview show be called Double Holdings? No, not this time. Chris O'Brien. Hey, Rox. When you get back into some TV, I would highly recommend His and Hers on Netflix and Ponies on Peacock. Okay.
Great Rex.
Okay.
Great Rex.
I am Two Fly Cam. Your pat's getting blown out, Roxy. I hope we don't hurt your adorable little quarterback, Mr. Maybe. Seahawks Revenge Tour concludes Sunday. $915 on the line. Wow. Okay.
Wow.
That's a lot.
I really doubt that we're gonna get blown out. I don't think it's gonna be like that.
Speaking of blown out, I'm just kidding.
Patronizing, adorable little QE thing is bizarre.
Yeah, well, he's talking shit. He's a Seattle guy.
I know, but yeah. Drake May is Drake May.
All right. Sean McCabe saying hi on my lunch break. Spoke to Ellis last night. He sent his best. Silo is a great show, Rox. It is.
Yeah, really good.
I need to see it. I heard good things. JC 33, and thank you, Sean. Miss you, pal. It feels like there used to be blocking from the studios on small indie films in the past. Do you think they will try to block some of these projects?
I don't think they have the ability to block them the way that they used to.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, look, even the small indie ones, though, even have stars. A24, does A24 even put smaller people in movies anymore? I mean, like Robert Pattinson and
that's driving me nuts, though. Yeah.
It's like those movies. The A24 movies used to be like the small up and coming breakout stars. Now it's like they put movie stars in these things. Mike Joyce, Roxy, what does Yoda think of the AVN Awards?
Do or do not. There is no try. Winner important is not.
Do you know what the AVN Awards are?
Yeah, the porn awards, right?
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, I guess that's fitting. Andy, Franksy. I recently
do or do not. There is no try. The winner is not important.
It's all effective. I recently surpassed 1 year sobriety. I was wondering what your favorite movie about addiction is, not including Loudermilk, but that's only TV, right? I mean, Leaving Las Vegas is pretty tough.
What's the one that I just fucking watched with Jared Leto that was so hard to watch? Requiem for a Dream. That one was crazy difficult.
Silver Linings Playbook about addiction? Or is that
kind
mental
of
health?
Your mental health? But you know what Basketball Diaries is? Basketball Diaries is a tough one.
That is a tough one. I loved recently The Way Back with Ben Affleck. I thought that was
Gavin
great.
O'Connor. Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, it was really, really good. Trying to think of other ones. Oh, there was that Steve Carell one that I thought was amazing with Timothy Chalamet.
Right?
Also,
about a boy? Is that what it's? Not about a boy. Not about a boy. But I know what you're talking about.
Something boy.
Yes, I know. I know what you're talking about.
Really good too.
Yeah. Michael, look at this. Look at that screenshot. Loving Wonder Man so far. You guys ever watched the Marvel short All Hail for the King? No, I know that's Slaverty or Ben Kingsley. It's good, right?
Yeah.
Did you watch?
They tried to do a real big turnaround in the Mandarin and had that whole thing. And I've not watched Wonder Man yet because I canceled my Disney Plus, but I really want to watch it because I'm hearing great stuff about it.
I liked 5 out of the 7 out of the 8 episodes.
Nice.
Okay. Peter Kalenko. Penny Barber is a veteran actress who conveys the and chaos of a neglected housewife with the gravitas of a war correspondent, minus actual battles and death, with sexy outfits and glasses. Well said. You know what I'm going to have to do, though, if it is a pre-tape? Because I don't necessarily know if she's going to want to do live, by the way, guys. So, I mean, so don't get your hopes up on that because I don't know. So if it's not live, what I'm going to do is I'll let you guys know, and then, I'll let people submit questions but they got to be respectful questions. But that's something that I'll let you guys know when I have more information. Bojack's, Bobby. Roxy, did you see that your Friends and Neighbors got an early season 3 pickup? I still need to watch it.
It's really good. Yeah. Jump on it.
Joshua Gonzalez, season 2 of The Pit is great. I'm on episode 4. Mike, you watching that one? Right?
I haven't started yet. I want to get a couple episodes in the bag because I can't sit and just watch one episode.
I'm one episode behind, but I am loving it. That's the last show I talked about here.
Kristian Unpronounceable support for new camera for Kristian. No, that one is just been not plugged in, so I'm glad I was able to plug it in. I don't know if I'm going to restart my computer. Maybe it'll work afterwards. I don't know what the hell happened. Next one, Ryan S. What's your favorite romantic comedy? Well, everybody knows mine. So what's
yours?
Come on, guess.
Come on, Pretty Woman.
Something with Julia Roberts.
Yeah, you just got it.
Mine's Princess Bride.
a good one.
Love Actually.
So
all
good
ones. Haskell 420. Hey gang, Kristian, if you can get this interview, can you let channel members submit questions? I'm gonna let everybody submit questions. Then you and Mike can pick out the
classy questions, boys. Classy questions.
Great perk for channel members interviews you book in the future. Yes, but for this one, maybe because we pre-tape it, then I'll let people submit questions and we'll get as much as out there as I can, I guess. Ant Colson, thoughts on Rocha saying Chappell Roan isn't attractive? He's losing it these days. It's not my type, so I can't. If he doesn't find her attractive, he doesn't find her attractive. It's not my type. I don't. And plus, the fact I didn't dig the outfit. I didn't find the outfit sexy.
Looked at that at first and was like, "Holy fuck, ow!" And then I was like, "Oh, okay, it's an illusion."
Yeah.
I think that she is I don't think anybody can disagree with somebody being attractive to them or not.
Right.
Like, I don't. If he said that she's not good looking, then that's weird. But attractive, yeah.
I think he's not attracted to her.
I find her very attractive. She's a vibe.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there's one thing to say, like, everyone could agree this woman is an attractive woman.
Mm-hmm.
But there are certain people, like, it's not my taste. Like Chappell Roan, like, that's not my taste.
Perfect example. I think Sydney Sweeney is pretty. I'm not attracted to her.
Because you're a fucking idiot. And that's
See, that's what you do.
I think
Penny Barber is attractive. There you go. Look at this. He's not disagreeing with me there.
My God,
Michael. There you go. Bobby. Anyone watch Monarch on Apple TV? New trailer just dropped. I watched the first couple episodes and then I just
I love. I'm probably in the minority. King of Monsters in that series. That's probably my favorite one.
Is that the one? That's the one I was thinking of, right? Isn't that? What is that?
King of Monsters is before Godzilla versus Kong and Godzilla Kong Empire.
It
was the last one that was like kind of, I don't want to say grounded. That's not the word, but like trying to keep within what they did. And I think then they realized like, let's just go off the rails.
You're talking about the movie, Mike, right?
Right, but Monarch is part of it all.
Totally. I just am. That's what.
And I think Monarch leans more into King of Monsters, so I want to watch it. I just haven't had a chance.
Sure. Ryan S. Michael Caine thinks Penny Barber is a cheap haircut. Yep. You do a quick one-liner from him.
That's what I'll get to Penny Barber. I like to keep a stiff British upper lip. I'll get a little off the sides and a lot off the top.
Perfect. Dennis F. Hoffman. Iron Lung combo was great. Pumped to support. Thank you, Dennis. Can't wait to give you guys some information. Like I said, Friday, I'm getting another conversation, so hopefully I'll have some more info soon. Hopefully. Michael Vanderham. We need a Fleetle Deedle greatest hits video. It'll take a long time, but I'm sure somebody could do it. Tim L. Sim. What's up, Tim Sim? My immediate thoughts after hearing that Disney's replacing Iger as CEO, certainly their future is looking bleaker than ever, really, especially their mass streaming strategy missing big and their recent film flopping. Right? I don't agree yet.
Disagree.
Yeah, I don't agree yet because I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't know what this guy's strategy is. I can't say. Tim, are you pretty well versed in this guy's background? I mean, you very well might be, but I don't know to
he actually
say.
Didn't even say anything about the guy. He just said replacing Iger makes it bleak.
Yeah, no.
What were they going to do? Keep Iger forever?
He's this one. So I can't agree with you yet because I don't know yet. I might agree with you in 2 years, but right now I don't have enough information on it. Peter, I think a good spinoff for Game of Thrones would be the stuff in Essos, like all the free cities, maybe slavery traders stuff before Aegon set for Westeros. Yeah, could be. I mean, look, I like what they're doing so far with the spinoffs. So far for the spinoffs, I think they're 2 for 2.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Last 2. Legend MM600. Let's go Seahawks. Heck yeah. Thank you so much. Last one. I am to fly Cam. Mike, would you rather be the greatest P-star actor ever or the worst mainstream actor ever? You get paid well either way. It's a good question.
Jesus, what a good question. So I'd be the best or I'd be the worst?
Think about it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. So all right, I'm thinking about the worst actor right now is probably that Room guy.
Oh,
he's probably known as the worst actor in the world.
Yeah,
but he's got a loving following.
Right, he does.
Now, the greatest porn star of all time was probably, Jenna Jameson's up there. Tara Patrick
is the best of all time.
Oh, Tara Patrick, my God. If we can get her on here. Holy, are you out of your fucking mind?
I used to actually had a friend that was very close with her.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Tara Patrick. Yeah.
Bobby, last one. A Man on the Inside renewed for season 3. Has anyone watched it? I'm a Ted Danson fan, but I've not watched it. Too much to watch. Roxy talks about it all the time. She loves it.
Yeah, really love it. It's a great show. I just looked up Tara Patrick. She's very pretty.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, she's pretty.
But I follow her on Instagram. Like she still does OnlyFans, but she has a whole life out. She lives in Italy, and she has a whole life outside the industry because she was smart. She was one of those smart people that knew how to transition out of the industry.
That's another question that I would ask, by the way, Rox. I almost look at them like it's like professional athletes. It's like,
what's your life after this?
It's only so long you can do that. Like acting, you can do until you're 80 years old. You can't do
and
this.
Only a handful of the girls have transitioned out of it, like and been
right.
You know, most.
I mean,
it sucks to the suicide rate in that industry and going down the wrong paths and whatnot. I'm fascinated.
Me too. Would a pre-Doom of Laria show be prohibitively expensive with all the dragons flying around? Depending on how detailed they get with it, but the answer is yes, probably. Yeah. C. Michael, love the show. Go Roxy and Mike. Let's go Pats.
Go Pats.
All right. Well, that's this weekend. I decided I'm not going to do coverage of the trailer and stuff. I'm not going to do it. Okay. Really, Mandalorian and Grogu I'll do on Monday. I'm not rushing out here to come watch that trailer. So we'll see what happens if there's any big news because they're not doing Doomsday anymore. They're not doing anything else. But Roxy,
so there is no Doomsday trailer, huh?
No Doomsday, no Spider-Man.
That's official.
Yeah,
and no Spider-Man.
Most part. What?
How do you know that, Kristian?
That was the big report. It seemed like the trades are reporting on it. Usually, again,
that's insane.
Yeah, looks like the only thing that they're really going to be pushing is Disney's going to be pushing is Mandalorian and Grogu.
I mean, look at the expense of it.
I know. That's one of the main reasons why I understand it. I don't really think it's that insane. I think it's smart not to do $10 million to do a spot. They don't need that. They don't need it.
So there was really no kind of again,
and Supergirl's not even doing it. Supergirl's doing it at the puppy thing.
Yeah, you got crypto.
Yeah.
But so we were all kind of falsely assuming that these X-Men, Captain America trailers were going to lead to a big Doom reveal. So that was just fan speculation?
Yes, I think it's smart.
Yeah, I thought that too, Mikey.
Yeah, I think it's smart. I think it's a stupid waste of money to throw $10 million at a trailer that you can just throw online and get the same kind of buzz. 100%. Anyway, all right. Roxy, where can they find you?
You guys can find me everywhere at Roxy Stryer or in my garage trying to figure out what the fuck is going on.
That's right. Mikkel Kalinowski.
You can find me anywhere at Mike Kalinowski. What are we at? What do we hit? What numbers?
70. You didn't do it.
Holy Christ.
We didn't do it. I know.
Not today.
I know. And I felt like we were vibing today.
You were. Roka's got you. Roka is in the lead with 92.
Carl, Chris and Risden will beat him. Come on now.
Yeah. Well, tomorrow, look at that. Tomorrow is me and Winston. No, tomorrow is me by myself.
What are we looking at on your computer?
I'm looking at the back. Yeah, I'm looking. Everything's fine. It's just my files.
Okay.
Yeah, it looked. You were good. It's my new shot. Perfect. And an apple core. Want an apple core? Perfect. It's good.
I'm just like Cam.
And that Dragon's Lair video game still.
Oh, there's one more, Rox?
Yeah.
All right. I'll get to it. And this is the last one. Another marketing push for DC with the dog. Yeah, that's what they're trying to do. They're playing off that dog. So we'll see. Look, here's what I need you guys to do. Make sure you go to the Clips channel, comment, click like, do all that here. Thanks once again. Most likely I'm gonna be off tomorrow because I'll be shooting stuff. I might do a single show. I don't know, but I'll be back on Thursday for sure with Steph. Friday we'll be back with Capes and Cows. If I'm not here, Winston and Chris will, but I most likely will be. I don't think Sam's coming in that early. I don't know yet. Thanks again. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you on the flip side. Goodbye, everybody.
Did you shit in there?